wake up! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up! Hey, hello? Time to wake up, time to wake up. Can you hear me? Wake up, Chrissy! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up!
Welcome, everyone, to Season 4, Episode 1. We're here, the Hellfire Club. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. We cover Stranger Things every Friday here on Horror with Nads. Please hit that like button. And if you're watching on the Rewatch, please do me a favor and leave a comment below. Chat, I do see you rolling in for initiative. Make sure you hit the poll as well. With all of that out of the way, let me bring on the panel. What's up, guys? Also, hey!
Oh my God!
Whoa!
Damn,
Whoa.
Nadia.
You should have led with this. That should be your thumbnail. What are you doing?
What's up, Toxic? You just in time.
I had to send the link to myself because remember I can't access.
I thought I sent it over. Oh, sorry. I thought I sent it over.
All right.
Toxic, you missed the contact nuke intro for Chrissy.
Yeah. Should I play it again?
Thirsty all of a
Just for
sudden.
Toxic?
Play
I'm
it.
a little bit thirsty
Play it.
now.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know why.
I knew this is gonna nuke monetization, but I'm okay with it. Let's do this.
Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up! Hey, hello? Time to wake up, time to wake up. Can you hear me? Wake up, Chrissy! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up!
Love it.
So we are finally
iDubbbz take
here.
notes. Take notes.
That was a popular song during season 4 when it was out. It was popular, like that remix.
I've never seen that before.
It was?
This is the first time I'm ever seeing that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that stupid
Yeah.
Kate Bush song was the only thing that was like super
about to
popular that I could know.
Yeah. As I say, you want to talk songs that got popular this season? We got 2 of them, and one of them shows up right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Actually, no, there's 3 of them because the trailer was a banger.
Yeah. On top of that, too. Yeah. Well, we're here, season 4. How are you guys? How's everybody doing today?
I'm good.
Well, after my events last night, you could call me fantastic.
Oh, no spoilers. I'm seeing it Sunday.
I know. Sorry, I had to make the dad joke. I had to do it.
Okay. It's
It was
okay.
compelled.
Yeah, I've heard that it's really not as bad as like you think it is. Apparently, it's like it's all right. It's just
It's kind of just it's like exactly like you just say. It's just all right. If this was 15 years ago, it would have been a lot more forgiven. But
No, this is the best it's been. This is better than the 2001s and later, but no, it is good. Don't listen to any rage bait going on around here. This is good.
Even conversations
rage
people
baiting.
have been having
No,
in the
beforehand.
chat, I have been avoiding as much as possible because I don't even want somebody's opinion in my head about it
Fair enough.
before I go in to see it. So I'm very thrilled. Chris is not, but we'll get there. We'll see. Chris gave up after Love and Thunder. He
Understandable.
was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I mean that's
So-
fair though. I mean you got to admit.
Yeah.
I love the
Mhm.
cheerleading outfit. Good
Mhm.
job.
Top
Thank
tier.
She nailed it.
Thank you. Funny enough, this would not have fit last year on me, so I've lost
Nice.
that much weight now.
Hey.
So
Congratulations,
Very excited
Nadia.
about
You're
it.
killing it. You're killing
Kept it in the right
Hopefully.
places though, and that's what's important.
yeah. Chris is very happy.
I bet he is. I bet he is.
Nadia defeated Vecna's curse with Chris, unlike Chrissy.
Yeah.
Today, YouTube was a
Wah, wah.
landmine, a minefield. Sorry, a minefield full of Fantastic Four spoilers. Like I can't watch anyone today because that's
I
all
know.
anyone's talking about. It's like
I've
Same
seen-
here.
I have
Everybody's
seen
videos,
8
everything.
reviews. I've seen 8
I wa-
reviews so far in the span of 12 hours.
I watched an hour-long video about Dexter because I was like, I have nothing else on my feed to watch. Let's
There you
just
go.
throw this on while I'm listening to.
It's
Because I
There
don't
you
want
go.
to. Unfortunately, Blue could not be with us today because he's got to make that money, make that bread. So
Make that money,
he's
ho.
listening.
Make that money, ho.
I work hard for the money, so hard
Yeah.
for the money. Something, give me lots of money.
I saw Richard. Did you guys know that they're splitting Stranger Things season 5 into 3 parts, like Cobra season 6?
Yeah.
Where have you been, Richard? Where
Yeah.
have you been?
That's
Don't
just
worry about covering
Netflix's. That's just how Netflix rolls these days. They did that with Arcane too. That's their hybrid model now.
Are they going to ruin
Alex
this as well?
Nader, like Terminator 9000. I recently found this channel and going through your rewatches. My opinion would probably be a hot take because season 2 is my favorite and season 3 is my least favorite. Hey, we're full of hot takes here.
Yeah,
that's not a hot. I mean, if that's what you like, that's what you like, Alexa Nader. I mean, if that's what you like, that's what you like. I mean, that's the cool thing about these kind of discussions. There's no right or wrong answer per se. I mean, it's just it's all down to subjective. You know, we're not trying to convince you that one season is better than the other or this thing is better than another thing. We're just, here to give our opinions on the thing.
Much like the Big Lebowski, it's just my opinion, man.
That's just like your opinion, man.
And you know what? Based and bolded you to pick season 2. I respect it.
Yeah, everybody has their. Hey, I say Romulus is better than Aliens. Apparently.
Stop it.
I mean, that's okay. Well,
so don't worry about it.
That's objectively wrong. But I mean, that's fine. Every now and then, someone has a really wrong opinion.
I will say, not all opinions are created equal.
Yes,
we should go around the horn. We should go around the horn and find out what everybody's horrible take is. Where you kind of know you're in the wrong, but what's the
Matrix is overrated.
Wow.
You've already had your turn. You've already had your turn.
I know. He's like, I'm hot and I'm in a cheerleader outfit, so I can say what I want. So
I'm just saying, the Matrix is overrated. I wholeheartedly believe.
What's your? I know I'm wrong, but I'm dying on the hill anyway. Toonie, what's yours?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. You put me on the spot.
Skip you. Sketch. Toonie Boy is not ready with his, so go ahead.
Okay. I'm also kind of not ready. I gotta think because the ones that I think would be hot takes are probably not.
Well, it doesn't have to be a hot take. Just something that you're like. Okay, I'll give you an example. I'll go. Like I binge watched while I was on duty last night. I binge watched The Rookie. I know it's a terrible show. I know that. I know The Rookie is terrible.
That's too soft. That's not a hot take. All right.
Well, I mean, I'm
not gonna watch it. That's my.
I think I got.
You follow up. The Matrix is overrated with The Rookie. Yeah, it's kind of a guilty pleasure show. That's what you followed up. The Matrix.
Well, I mean, considering what it is that I usually do, I think that I think most people would be pretty surprised that I watch trash like I mean, I know that it's trash. It's like what I mean.
Like watch trash. I'm not surprised.
I mean, Enzo can come on and be like, yeah, I watched Love Island season 12 last night. Like, and everyone's like, well, he does love Hallmark movies, so it's all good. But I mean, The Rookie, people are like, you like The Rookie? And I'm like, yeah, kind of. I know it's trash, but I watch it anyway. I'm intrigued by it for some reason.
All right, you know what? I'll just throw it. I'll go with this, I guess. Third Pirates of the Caribbean movie isn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
I didn't think it was bad, actually. I thought it was pretty good.
Well, on that note, I know it's terrible. I don't know why these two.
Fair enough.
You don't like the Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, I like the first one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the second one's the best one.
Second one's good.
I would say the best. It's a pretty decent attempt at a follow up, and then the third one
isn't the third one the one where Barbossa comes back?
Yeah,
I kind of like that. Yeah, it's a good one.
They got to go to Davy Jones' locker to rescue Jack Sparrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't like that? I thought that was pretty good, actually.
I like the idea, and like he carried them. It was a movie that was carried by the actors, but it wasn't. Well, like we're to talk about Stranger Things, man. I haven't even thought of that.
Yeah, we should. Yet. You know what?
Yeah.
We don't need to do what we did last night and go on a 3-hour tangent. Right?
Hey, hi, Stug.
Stug.
We've had demo Gorgons for years. How do I get the full version?
I get it.
Stranger Things dad joke. Yay.
Hold on. I have new Steve clips. This one.
Always the guy, babies.
He's not wrong.
I'm learning editing. I had to censor it for a second there. Welcome aboard. Yeah, welcome everybody new in the chat. I see you, Richard, dropping Netflix and Stranger Things facts down. Hated infamous Sina Hopper abusive threatening send 11. I love Alex's Mike turns into just Elle's girlfriend. Hopper becomes angry. Yeah, he's got some good points for it. But you know what? We struggled. We all struggled, and we're here now. We're here. We're queer. and we're ready to go.
Whoa.
Season.
Whoa.
Ayo.
Whoa, whoa, what?
Whoa.
You were in prison. It happens. I know.
Whoa, Jesus. Whoa. Why are you coming out swinging tonight? Didn't you tell me last week to tone it down? And you're coming out all toxic and thick? What's going on?
Listen, it's toxic. It's Nadia screaming. She's in a cheerleader outfit. Your argument is invalid.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. Solo cam, please.
What? No. But when I dressed up and I looked, I was like, oh, am I turning into one of those Twitch streamers? No. I have pants on. So, nope.
Maybe.
Nope.
Would that be so bad? Yeah.
Honestly, if it would pay for my insurance and my rent, no. All right,
Well.
Stranger Things, guys. Chapter 1, The Hellfire Club. We are in
Woo.
season 4. Still reeling from the events of last year, the gang tries to move on with their lives. However, a threat is brewing on Earth and the Upside Down. Question for the panel. And Toonie, I'm interested to hear this for you too as well. I don't remember, but I'm very surprised that Vecna shows up so fast. Like full Vecna.
Episode, yeah. The I mean, it'll be in the stinger at the end of the episode, but yeah, it was it was a nice reveal.
Yeah,
It was great.
It was great, but do you guys? This is my first time rewatching the season. I've watched the ending quite a few times, but this is my first time starting from the top of the season. So I forgot that we lose. No spoilers, because you all are here because we're discussing an episode that's been out for a while, a couple of years now. That Chrissy dies at the end of it, and then that we get a full view of Vecna right off the bat. Usually the monster takes a couple of episodes. They're kind of alluded to. They're in the shadows, but we get full Vecna at the end of this.
Yeah, no, this is totally like a part like the course correction they took after season 3.
Yeah.
Like the like Vecna, he straight up just walks in full on like facing the camera by the end of it. Like if this was season 2 or 3, they wouldn't have done that until the 3rd episode, like minimum.
Yep.
Praise be they did. This episode like set everything right. Like in the first couple minutes of this, I was already bought back in fully. It's great. I'm so happy they fixed it.
I like that they went back to the more horror elements of season 1.
Yep.
2 on it, which
Less
is
goofy.
great.
Less goofy.
Yeah.
I mean, except for Eddie's episode.
No,
There's no goofiness, but
No, Eddie's charming, but he is goofy. It's like he makes it work.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that he failed graduating twice or 3 times.
He's
So
been held back
technically
twice, I think.
Yeah, so he would be about 20, 21 at this point?
No idea. You guys are the Americans.
Yeah, it would something in that range.
Yeah, Americans, he would be 20, 21, right around there. Because usually you graduate around 18.
17, 18, depends when your birthday is.
He did the same thing I did when I my senior year thing. They gave most likely to things under the yearbook caption, and mine was most likely to be old enough to afford or old enough to be able to legally buy the keg at the graduation party. Wow. Dick move, guys. Dick move.
Well, the opening of the episode begins with a chilling flashback to September 8th, 1979 at Hawkins Laboratory. Dr. Brenner is seen conducting experiments on children, including a young boy named 10. During the test, 10 has visions of a massacre. The scene escalates as alarms blare, and Brenner finds bloody 11 amidst dead bodies, asking, "What have you done?" This is to set up 11's past as a mystery. I thought it was very interesting. On the rewatch, I didn't realize they kind of were humanizing Brenner a little bit here.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they do a lot of work to try to recontextualize him as like an actual like a caring father figure again.
Yeah.
Did they? I didn't read that in this episode.
In this flashback scene, they're definitely trying to they're setting it up to try to recontextualize this character who cares about his test subjects basically. Yeah, they definitely are. You're definitely queuing it up.
I read that completely differently. His whole as soon as they brought him on and he's doing that creepy timing himself doing the puzzle and the creepy shaving and all this. And keep in mind, I grew up with Matthew Modine in movies and stuff, but I mean, he's creepy as shit in this, and holding the kid's hand. And then, you know, everything he said sounded disingenuous to me when he was talking to the kids and stuff. I thought it was, he just gave like Epstein vibes to me. I don't know. I did
not read it like that at all, because I read it as they were more than just experiments to him, especially how he grabs 10 after 10 he expires.
Okay. I mean I mean, I didn't say he wanted to kill the kids, but he definitely comes off as creepy in this episode. I mean, I don't know.
But you know what pissed me off about this episode, Toxic?
Tell me.
Watching this flashback, and we're dealing with the Institute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't take the Institute to this.
No, facts. I thought a lot of the same thing. I was like, man, this is how it's like. Look how quickly they established the universe just by having the kids. There's no exposition, there's no dialogue. There's just a bunch of little kids racing cars using their minds. One kid's playing with Legos using his mind, and the other kid is guessing the numbers on the panel, and and then they show just a brief camera shot. You can see the kid that he's walking with, his number is identified as 10, and the different kind of things that they're they got TPs and TKs as they call them on the Institute. I mean, this is done way better. Like facts, total facts. This is so much better.
It made me so mad that we're covering that shitty show.
I think that I agree with Alex here, because Ada Wong Lover, I like that name, because I think this recontextualizes his character. I think who we saw in season 1, and the holding hands thing, I didn't see it as creepy because everyone there was doing it. It's obviously what they do with the kids, and it was like there was no like sexualization going on of these kids. So
no, not sexualization.
At all. That's what Epstein does. So if you're going to say this is Epstein, it's not Epstein vibes for me at all.
He just gives Epstein. I'm not saying like the whole project gives Epstein. He himself they wanted him to be creepy, and he is very creepy. Like he looks like he lures kids into panel vans, with the promises of free candy.
I would agree with you on that on season 1. Brenner. I wouldn't agree with season 4 Brenner. Season 1 Brenner, absolutely. I agree with you, Toxic. He comes off creepy, cold. He's just using them as experiments. He wants his experiments back. And this is before she escapes before that. So there could have been a time where it just hardens him, this whole scenario. But I feel this would have. This is the thing. Yeah.
This is where it happens.
Like a surrogate father in a sense for these kids. It comes off. Well, more so than season 1's experiments.
I don't remember. Well, actually, I do remember, because I remember when this season initially came out, before this very first episode, there used to be a title card beforehand that says like the events illustrated might be disturbing to some people, because you got to remember, like when this came out like a week or two right after there was like a school shooting in Texas.
Uvalde.
It was Uvalde, yeah. And it's since been taken out, obviously, but I remember at the time, like, there was like, oh geez.
Well, I do like the setup to this mystery of 11, because it's obviously, and those of us who, I'm trying not to spoil for Toonie, but those of us that know how the season goes, this is a pretty interesting setup for 11's backstory. Almost painting her as the mass murderer here.
I didn't see that at all either. Like you can clearly see, the back of the wall right there. That's where she shot somebody through it.
If this was her first time watching it, you wouldn't know what that is. It could just be a crack for all you know.
She could have thrown a chair at the wall hard enough.
It's possible that I was watching or reading IMDb at the same time. I did binge this as quickly as possible in 2023 or whenever it came out. I think it was summer 2023.
I thought it was 22.
You might have been. Was it 2022, Naughty, or was it 2023?
It's 2022, I think. Hold on.
I remember watching it like when I was moving into a new apartment. I didn't have any furniture. I just had a monitor on the floor, and I was just watching it, just sitting on the ground.
No,
it's 5 years. It's 3 years since.
Also, I watch a YouTuber called Heavy Spoilers, and after, so like I use that as like a recapper after I watch something. And he'll get in and give all the details of a show. So I probably watch that. So it's not like I came up with that 100% by myself, but I mean, still, it's, it was, I guess there was a lot of people that were just like, oh, look at the wall in the back. Like she clearly shot somebody through there. So, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. But I never thought for a second, did you guys think that Elle killed any of these kids? Did you think that?
Possibly. When first
really?
time watch through, yeah. Could have been. Because just adding to the mystery of like her escape and her time there. Because you remember season 1, she feared him, Brenner. She feared this place, so I could have believed it.
Like we remember, like in season, like we see there were flashbacks in season 1 where she like straight up injures some of the doctors trying to handle her.
Yeah.
Well, she kills them, I think.
Yeah, and then she eventually kills them. Yeah.
It could be possibly, in my opinion, when I first watched this back in 2022, was when I thought she had killed him. It was an accident, like she just went too above and beyond with her powers, or similar to later in this episode, she got picked on by a group of them, and then she used, went a little too far with her powers, kind of deal, like similar to what she tries to do to the bully that destroys her, like, what is it called, the little diorama, yeah. So I that's where I would have believed, but then it made sense when it was revealed what actually happens. But we don't want to spoil that for Toonie. Well, we kind of spoiled it right now with 11 to go.
That's true.
This is harder to navigate. All right. So we're introduced to Hellfire's club. So in Hawkins, Dustin, Mike are members of the Hellfire Club, a D&D group led by Eddie Munson. Charismatic long-haired senior. The group's campaign is the focal point, I can't read my own writing. The real-life supernatural events. Lucas, however, prioritized basketball game to gain social status, causing friction with his friends. This introduced themes of growing apart, adolescence, and pulling groups in different directions. So while that is happening at Hawkins, 11 is in California with as Jane Hopper with why can't I think of
the Byers?
Is it Byers?
Byers.
Thank you. Byers family. So we've got Will trying to fit in too, and we've got Jonathan being the useless Jonathan that he is, just smoking a ton of weed and stuff. So,
the stuff that comes from the ground.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Unlike the stuff the Zoomer smoke that comes from a Chinese factory.
Yes. Very interesting because she's writing this whole time. It's overvoiced by 11, writing a letter to Mike because in 2 days he's coming to visit her for, I think it's spring break or summer break at this point. And she's basically pretending that her life is great, but it's actually not. She's not picking up on social cues that she's actually being picked on quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. I liked the opening voiceover because she was self-deprecating to an extent. Like, I know that she wasn't doing that on purpose, but to us, it was like she already isn't the girl boss.
Yeah, I agree, Zach. Especially, it's embarrassing when Mike finally finds out later on that what's really going on. I like this comment. If somebody asked me to name 5 things Jonathan has done since season 2, I'd probably freeze.
He cries.
Cries.
Creeped.
He screams for Nancy. He cries some more.
Yep.
There's a nice little...
Go ahead, Sketch.
I was going to say, I like the decision because the episode goes on to introduce 11 into more of like a social environment to try to make her character grow now. So it's like that's like the one, even though she is like super powerful and all that, that's like the one like field where like she has like no actual skills in. So this is kind of like the next step in her like character growth, I guess.
Yep.
And I like the fact that the letter immediately just counters her friends don't lie ideology.
Friends don't lie.
And also there's a nice little detail when the camera's going into her room. She's got the door open 3 inches apart.
Aww, because of Hopper.
I know.
At this moment in time. At this moment in time.
Allegedly.
He's dead at this moment in juncture. And Ted over here being the useless father that he is.
Yeah.
Remember
Fan favorite.
When do they become?
Oh
these
my
little
God.
human beings again.
Doesn't Wheeler scoff at their joke? I feel like if you play for like a second longer, she just sort of rolls her eyes.
She
feel like I
kind of
remember
just
that.
sighs. I feel.
The head
Oh,
tilts
there-
of disapproval
yeah.
up. Ugh,
Yeah.
sighs heavily.
There we go.
Oh man. We also have Steve and Robin. Steve is dating high schoolers, even though. Wait, isn't he out of high school at this point?
It's like 1 year removed, I think.
Yeah.
Because he graduated he was graduated in season 3, so this is, and that was in the summer, so this is like the first school year since he graduated.
Yep. And Robin is, and they're talking about how she's got a crush on another obvious lesbian in the band.
She looks 30 right now in this. She looks old.
Yeah,
It's the way they dressed her, to be honest, and
the haircut doesn't help either.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Hello. My favorite new character, which I don't know if we see him yet. No, we don't. Argyle, where is he? I don't think we were introduced to him
The
till
van guy?
Yeah. Who is not
Mhm.
coming back for season 5, supposedly.
Thank God.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh
there a-
I didn't like
no.
him.
Is there a
Anyways,
He's been in like 3 things since then. It's all the same fucking character in every single thing he does. It's really obnoxious. It's like, I don't know, man. I guess because growing up in the 80s and the 90s and they had all the stoner dude, like it's not, doesn't do anything more for the character. I mean, like there's no nuance to it. Nothing. It's just, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's just like how much of that I have a very low tolerance for that. So I mean, and seeing him in subsequent TV appearances and film appearances, and he's just the same character in every single thing. So I'm just like, ugh, God, dude.
We also get my other favorite character, Susie, who does the Lord's work by changing Dustin's grade. Because you know, at this age, you can hack into school systems from a distance, not even in the same state.
Yeah,
from a distance away.
Well, it's a War Games reference, clearly.
Yeah. Oh, I've never
makes
seen
sense.
War.
In War Games, one of the big plot points is that Matthew Broderick, and because he's smart, but he's a underachiever, is he steals the code word to the computer for the high school so that he can change his grades, and that's how he impresses a girl. So here we have a role reversal of Susie doing it for Dusty, when in the movie it's Matthew Broderick doing it for Ali Sheedy. And there's the exact same scene, a D minus switch to an A.
I see myself in Susie quite a bit. I do.
Okay.
Ah, Jesus. That was a perfect screenshot right there.
shout outs to my homeboy Jesus.
Woo! Buddy Christ.
He wants a hug.
Sketch, your hand went off camera. I can't quite tell what exactly you were doing there.
We have Guccimus Prime in the chat.
I see.
Don't worry, Toonie. I'm not like Elon Musk.
There you go.
Everybody's gonna.
You got to do that. You got to do the hand touch, the heart touch first.
No.
That's what you got to do.
No, listen, I would never make an AI waifu. I'm not that cringe.
So this is our
I
first
would
appearance of the Kate Bush
use her.
song. Pops up in here.
Here she comes.
I
Yeah.
know.
Get used to it.
There's an artist named Loveless who did a really cool, like, I guess, metal version of the song when it was popular
nice.
in 2022. That's the version I would listen to quite a bit.
Mm.
But between that and Chrissy Wake Up. So
It's so weird. You know, I stayed watching MTV in the 80s. Like MTV was on maximum. Like there's almost no other channel that I had on in the 80s but MTV. I don't remember this Kate Bush song at all. I have no recollection of it.
now it's still on like my favorite playlist for Spotify, playing it through and stuff, and my workout playlist. So
Got kind of burnt
Still.
out on it, but I mean, I don't mind it. It's just, you know,
It
that's
fits.
interesting. They didn't really use a song for season 5's trailer.
No.
no.
Because normally they have a pretty popular according to the era, the song pretty, but no. I wonder if that was just intentional or they just got lazy.
No clue.
Maybe they're saving it for the final trailer. Who knows?
That's true. I hope we don't get a final trailer. I hope what we got is it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get another trailer because of Comic-Con happening right now. If they
we'll easily
something.
get 2 more.
There will definitely be at least one more trailer.
Yeah. Well, because the one that we got is only Volume 1's clips.
True.
So we still haven't seen a trailer for Volume 2 nor 3. I would be okay with Volume 2. Don't show me anything from Volume 3.
Okay.
We're already locked in at that point.
I think you said during our trailer stream, didn't you say you'd be fine with a trailer released for each section or something like that? Like how they break it down.
Except for Volume 3. Except for Volume 3. Volume 3, I think Blue looked it up the last time he was in. He said each of the episodes are about 2 hours long, except for Volume 3, which is one episode, which is about 3 hours long.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah. And we talked about the Institute yesterday for 3 hours. One episode. 150. Yeah.
It's about to get real.
Be fair,
it's all right.
Disclaimer, we did not talk about the Institute for 3 hours. We talked on the stream for the Institute for 3 hours, but we did not. It was not strictly Institute talk for 3 hours, to be fair.
But for this season, for the finale, because the finale is close to 2 hours, we're going to split it into 2 streams as a kind of test to kind of see, because there's no way we're going to be able to do the 3 hour episode in one stream. We'll be here for 5 hours.
Sure.
Probably breaking it down.
Challenge accepted.
I mean, I could do it, but I wouldn't force you guys to do it. So
we need an intermission in the middle of the stream.
Yeah, I have a pee break thing I play. It's like it says, "You've heard a chest burster. I've got a bladder burster." Be right back. So yeah,
as you should.
I like Max's arc during this entire season.
I think everybody does.
More.
Yeah, I think it's a consensus that most YouTubers and critics, like just for example, the Critical Drinker who lambasted her in season 2 and 3, said that she came back and she's very compelling. I mean, imagine that there's a character who maybe not so likable, but you see them go through some trials and tribulations and it makes you like them more. Imagine that.
It's not even just like an unlikable thing. It's more like just like I say most because Jonathan still exists, but most of the ensemble cast gets a lot more stuff to like do and be involved in this time around.
Except
and
for
Max
Jonathan,
is like Max is the prime example of that, and Jonathan is the exception to the rule. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's here and he's trying.
I'm actually going to take back what I've said about Lucas the last couple of streams. I actually remember more of this season. I like that he has a bit of a story. I think I just have grief with Jonathan. Jonathan is a pointless character. I know he has tender moments with his brother, trying to help his brother and telling him he's accepting him and stuff like that and being there for them. But he's done that for every single season leading up to this point. At some point, you got to let baby bird fall from the nest. Go ahead.
Yeah, Will's just sat there like, yes, Jonathan, I get it. I remember the last 3 scenes. It's like, yes,
I'm
know.
Gay. I understand. I get it. You accept me. All right, we're good. I liked this pep rally because it introduces our other characters. We've got the guys from the basketball team who will start the whole satanic panic happening, which we see a little bit of it throughout this episode being peppered in about. I think Mike asked one kid to join the D&D group, and he's like, my mom says that's all about Satan and demons and stuff like that.
Another kid said 60 Minutes disagrees with you, and
that's the same kid. Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I mean, it's about Satan. It's about killing him with a nat 20. How about that? Like,
so I wrote a couple notes down about this. So 2 things. One, did their gymnastics seem very aggressive? I was hearing a lot of like, maybe it's because I had it on the surround sound, but I was like listening to like when they were doing their flips and their somersaults and stuff. There was a lot of like, and like they were hitting the ground like ninjas and stuff. I was like, okay, sounds a little like, I mean, I don't know. I guess the first time I watched it, I didn't watch it in stereo, but they were just like the sound with that when they moved sounded like just like super aggressive. Am I the only one that caught that, or
I did not catch it?
Oh, and then freaking head basketball, like like this guy's like a 30-year-old guy, and he's like the head of the seniors basketball team or whatever. And the way he was giving like vibes of cult leader status almost. Like the way that he was like talking to the crowd was so much not like a kid type. Like he was like running for office, like junior Republican, gonna grow up one day and like smash Wall Street. And I was like, dude, who is this guy? This is like, I don't know. I like his character because he's a great like sub villain, I guess you call it. But I mean, he's like really over the top. As far as
I think that's on purpose, though. I think it's on purpose because he's the one that leads the charge against the whole satanic panic and D&D, all this stuff. But he's coming across as like a cult. You're right, like a cult leader too. So I think it's like an irony thing. I mean,
like there's no teachers out in that pep rally. It's like they just give the microphone to this supposed teenage kid, although he looks like he's 30, and he's just like running with it. It's just there's no stutter in the way he talks. There's no delays or ums or ahs. He just has this like scripted thing that he just ran off the top of his head, like he was like a TV evangelist or something. Like that's what it was giving off to me.
He definitely practiced this in the mirror this morning.
Yeah.
Well, I find this whole pep rally actually a little cringy, and I think it's on purpose. The whole using the tragedy of what happened, the fire that they as the cover up that Billy's gone, Hopper, all this stuff is gone, and they're like utilizing the deaths of these people as momentum to get the crowd like, yeah, and then we're gonna beat this team at this game. And I was like, ooh, this is very cringy, but I think it's on purpose to be cringy, in my opinion. But I don't know what you guys thought.
Did it not remind anyone away gag when Steve was trying to like write his college application paper and he's talking about like comparing making the shot about when he was on the basketball team to his granddad in Normandy?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's definitely something that like we would have pepper rallies when I was in high school, and like Hurricane Andrew had just happened, and they would be like, next week we're gonna dominate the Boynton Beach Westminsters in the next game that we play, just like Andrew dominated the South. We're gonna come back and we're gonna do it just for all those victims of Hurricane Andrew. And it's like, yeah, I don't think those things are related, but okay. it's like, they had no problem. I mean, I wasn't in high school when 9/11 happened, but I'm pretty sure somebody used that in their speech, to the kids playing basketball or football or something like that. I mean, that's pretty common.
Sorry, my energy drink went down the wrong part of my throat.
The wrong throat.
Okay. Wrong throat.
Damn, how many throats you got, girl?
She's butt chugging energy drinks now, people. We got it.
Nice.
I am. I've got 3 drinks going. I've got my energy drink. Ghost. Hey, Ghost. Your Las Vegas local. Sponsor me, please. Sponsor me.
Smart girl.
In-N-Out, Diet Pepsi, and then I got my water. I'm a 3-drink gremlin happening.
Nice.
And I have my D20.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
What does D20 mean? I've learned Nat 20.
D20 is just what you call a 20-sided dice.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Like
Okay.
Dungeons
It's just
and
like a
Dragons.
short for it. Yeah.
The D stands for dice.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
What are you? A level 1 gnome?
Dude, when
Dwarf
Erica was
said
like,
in the
I'm
show.
a level 14 rogue assassin thing, I was like, this is how I play D&D. I'm like this.
We'll get to
Right,
that in a minute
Erica?
because I have some thoughts. I have some comments for that one, but great moment.
I don't know if you guys know anything about Vampire the Masquerade, but my
Yes.
friends were trying to get me involved into that for a first game, and they were trying to tell me they were trying to ask me like what class I think I should be, and I'm like, mate, I don't even know what the classes are. Don't even know what any of them mean. And I think we've landed on, is it like a Bruja or something like that? It's supposed to be, it's some kind of like barbarian type.
Yeah.
So
Bruja is like
Barbarians are
Bruja
far
is like
away.
they're the like the blue collar vampire clan. Like they like to fight and get into the mix.
Ass kickers.
Yeah. They had a
Oh,
pretty
they're
good
so
TV
much
show
fun.
in 1990. Unfortunately, got canceled because the main star died. But they had a pretty interesting TV show in 1996 on Fox.
Yeah, it was good.
Give me 1 second.
Kindred.
I don't know what's going on with my thing.
Kindred, the embraced.
It's very interesting, the dynamic that they've set up for this season, because we now have the core group. They're together except for Will, whatever. But they're kind of separate socially throughout school now. Dustin and Mike have continued to be nerds in a sense. Max is the outsider, right? She's kind of lone wolf. And then you have Lucas, who is trying to fit in and trying to climb the social ladder by being part of the basketball team.
Yeah, and succeeding.
Yeah,
and succeeding. Yeah, on top of it. Yeah, look at that hair.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that hairdo he's got.
I mean, that was the style in the '80s, though. To be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, straight up biggest glow up, as they say, from the first couple seasons. It goes to Lucas. There's not even a competition.
He's jacked as fuck. It's crazy.
Out of all the characters, he got the best one.
Yeah. So apologies to Lucas. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about your arc in this. You were a useless character in the past, but looking back on it, not really. You were there at pivotal times. Jonathan's the worst. I will be very excited when we're going to be tiering characters. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to have some fun streams in between.
I got to be honest. Will ain't much better, boss. Will's pretty freaking useless. I'm yelling at the screen during this episode at Will. Like, Will pisses me off in this episode. Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but Will's a child, though. Jonathan's almost a grown adult, and he's still useless.
Shit. Fucking Will looks like he's got an AARP card, man. You're crazy. Huge. Kid is huge.
Well, we get our first mystery. Joyce gets a package from Russia, which, by the way, I wanted to point out something, which I'm sure happens in very, very small towns, but not very often. How the mailman knew, because they're waiting on Jonathan's acceptance letter for college, and the mailman knew, like, there's small towns, and I'm like,
nice touch.
I remember even growing up in the 90s, like my mom knew who our mailman was and all that kind of stuff. It's a nice touch, and people nowadays don't even know their own neighbors.
No,
even when they live in like townhouse complexes or apartment complexes.
Yeah,
I thought the biggest mystery of this scene was how Joyce managed to get a work from home job in the 80s.
Oh,
that was common. That was very common.
Oh,
what
really?
is it like? Is it like selling encyclopedias over the phone?
She's selling. Yeah, she's selling encyclopedia subscriptions, not like book for book, but like subscriptions of stuff. Yeah, my mom had one of these jobs. She sold Tupperware for a company in the 80s. Yeah, but she had an outside world job too, but she had the inside, because I would answer the phone for her sometimes, because she would like go, and then like she did pizza delivery too on the side. So yeah, this is very common. This is stuff they had the stuff set up for house, because they were already working on the dual income families and stuff like that. So they'd have the mom would still need to kind of stay home. So they had stay-at-home jobs, had lots of different stay-at-home jobs back then, usually revolving around the phone.
Yeah,
I never knew.
True. Amway. People would sell Amway over the phone, and
Avon.
Thank you. All kinds of stuff.
Okay. The other big question is how to package with this much commie stamps got through customs, and no one during
the 80s. During the 80s,
and no one in the Fed or whatever saw this.
No patriot, no patriot in the post office was like, "What's this commie shit coming through right now?"
I'm watching The Americans for the first time. Well, and this is set around the same time too. Oh, it's so good.
So good.
It is so good. I never turned into it. I love it so far. I don't know if it takes a hit later on in the
season. Where are you in the show?
Season 1 still. Season 1 still. Yeah.
I love the way Joyce. Sorry, go on.
Go ahead. I was gonna
say, I love the way that Joyce is just looking at this doll, like she's afraid to hold it. She's like so disgusted by it.
Because dolls are creepy, man. Dolls are super creepy.
This is like a porcelain one that's really like trying to look realistic. It's not like the American Girl ones that are much more stylized.
My grandmother would always get me and my sister porcelain dolls, because they would have the glass face, and then 9 out of 10 times we always would imagine breaking them at some point. So yeah, but the whole Russian thing too, I agree. Like, our nation was like, people were ratting out on their neighbors who they suspected were spies and stuff. You're telling me this got through easy?
Well, that friendly
True.
postman is he's going to turn around and call the local authorities on Joyce.
Yeah.
They're going to link it back to Murray's old article about, what's this about a Russian asset girl like running around Hawkins 3 years ago, flipping cars and murdering doctors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Russian symbols all over. And then I love it. We went from the Russian to the American flag.
Just to really let you know, this is set during the Cold War. Just so we're all really, really clear, guys.
And did you know Helen Keller is somebody's hero out there?
Oh, right.
What? Just we were so ill-informed. So we've got our bully who goes first about Helen Keller, but 11 here, because they have to do a presentation about their hero in history, but 11 obviously interprets it differently. So she wants to just talk about her dad trying to use code words to not tell the full story of what happened. And she's just being made fun of and being laughed at the whole time by these kids that I'm looking now. Half of them look like they belong in college.
They do.
Yeah.
Especially this dude over here up on the left-hand side. Wow.
Yeah, true.
And it's interesting. So very interesting colors. Look how everybody's dressed. Very pastel colors, bright colors. But Will is it's a darker red and whatever striped shirt going on to point him out. Like his coloring looks very like, I don't want to say dirty, but kind of like dungy. Like
It looks like Waldo.
Yeah. Where everybody else is very pastels, bright colors and stuff. He looks pissed off too, as well. And they pick
He's pissed off. He's
girl.
still got that dumb haircut.
Yeah. I
He
mean,
sucks.
bangs aren't any better on her, to be honest.
I like that they
No,
took a
true.
second just to do a little throwaway scene with no dialogue where it tells you everything that you need to know. This smoking hot black chick is like throwing her cat at Will, and he's just like, nope, not having it. He's like grossed out. He's just like, blah.
I had to build one of these in school. We had to do like the North
yeah.
Pole or the Arctic or the forest or something. My dad helped me build it. We'd do like the fake snow and stuff and get polar bears and whatever. But yeah.
It's a lost art form.
It is. It really is. It really is.
I want
Well,
to
this
get
is-
in trouble because I put together my cousin's meth lab that he had down in Everglades. So
Straight to
Allegedly,
Gator Gitmo.
YouTube. Allegedly. Okay.
Yes, Gator
Allegedly.
Gitmo. That's him. Hello.
Some Breaking Bad shit. All right. Moving forward. Let's move on. By the way, I know Chrissy dies at the end of this episode. Is she pregnant?
what makes you say that?
Throwing up?
No, it's part of Vecna's curse.
No, she's
that it?
She's
no.
not the throwing up part. I'm sorry, no, the headaches are Vecna's curse, but the throwing up is because she's
bulimic.
bulimic. She's because of the trauma from her mom that Vecna's preying on.
Yeah.
So the reason why I allude that she might be
Oh.
pregnant is there's this scene where Max is going to the counselor and Chrissy's coming out, kind of like holding herself in and stuff, and then she's throwing up. And then
Right.
there's the relationship between her and the I forgot his name, but the head basketball player too. So it just, I felt like it alluded to that she might be pregnant, like a teen pregnancy, but I could be wrong here because I don't think it's ever confirmed either.
yeah.
I thought it was pretty clear that she's bulimic. That was her trauma thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Gary. Hi, Gary.
what's up, Gare? What's up, Gary? Gare Bear.
Gare Bear. Gare Bear.
Gare Bear.
Yep.
Gare Bear.
Yeah.
Bear.
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Look at me. I just think that people who are throws up because she suffered from eating disorder. Look at me thinking as a woman thinking she's just pregnant. Max is
Maybe
also,
if she stuck around a few more scenes, they could have thrown that in there. But as it stands now,
You can tell
That's
Nadia's
true.
never seen Heather's.
I have long time ago.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't remember when
Yeah.
she's like, Come on, Heather. Bulimia is so 87.
I don't remember that line, but
I don't remember that. Yeah, it's been a long time. Saw it in high school. Just finished season 1. We'll be talking about it on the channel. Well, you got some time to catch up, Gary. We're in season 4, and Gary, if you ever want to join us, just let me know. Just let me know.
Get in here,
Gary. I'm just saying Gary. It's
Jerry.
No, it's spelled Jerry, but it's pronounced Gary.
He'll
Yeah,
be
believe me,
very
it-
mad if you call him Jerry. Don't do it. It's not
Yeah,
worth it.
don't call him Jerry. Yeah. Jason, that's who it is. I feel Chrissy and Jason are the save it until marriage type because Jason later has an image of her being pretty innocent without going into spoilers or anything. Very, very much so. Oh, I got you, Gary.
Yeah, she was probably doing
Jerry.
that whole I'm saving this hole for Jesus type thing and just letting him do other stuff.
Saving this hole for Jesus. I've never heard that it put exactly that way. I like that.
Yeah.
That works for Jesus.
Yeah, anything, you can do it in any other, we can do everything but. They call it they call it the thing, everything but sex. Get it?
Why can't I find him?
It's a win.
There he is. Sending it to you now. There you go.
Pop culture minefield. I like your icon thing there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the little Toy Story look going on.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, Max is experiencing some symptoms. We've got headache, insomnia. Since Billy's death, her parents have split up, so her stepdad has left, and her mom's drinking, working 2 jobs. She's kind of on her own. They've had to move into a trailer park. Which, by the way, nowadays trailer parks are really nice. Oh, I've seen some really nice trailers. Yeah. So a little bit of focus on Max about graduation. You believe me?
Yeah,
Here
sure.
in the
Why not?
US.
We don't
Oh,
really have
yeah.
one of them up here, so I don't know.
I'm surprised by that by Canada. I would assume that would be public housing.
I think it's the weather, probably why we don't have that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Jerry?
Jerry guy.
Can't hear you. You're
Jerry,
muted.
there he is.
Wait.
Jerry can.
Yeah, who's this Jerry guy? Yeah.
Not this one.
I assume you've seen season 4.
Yeah, I've seen all of them. Can you hear me yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, yeah. Fuck you, Zax. Anyway,
I love you too, Gary. I love you too,
buddy. I love the show. I'm trying to remember because she's like, could we really watch the second season or can we skip it? I went, I don't know, but this is a great time to ask. Are there anything important set up in season 2 that
Yes.
it makes it necessary? Okay, then we're gonna watch it.
Season 2 and season 3, to be honest. Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah,
The
that's
season
gonna be
actually
a slog.
season 2 and season 3 are kind of a full arc, to be honest. Because it's the same creature for both seasons.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
plot is dense in such a way that you can only afford to skip literally like one episode in season 2. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because it
all in hope.
really. I just remember how it ramped up finally in season 4.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my god, this is why we stuck with this show. But I'm terrified of season 5. Like, where are they going to go with this? Because
Well,
the Duffer
Eddie's
Brothers,
coming
I'm telling you,
back.
are some weird dudes. They're weird.
So
you ever
it's not-
watched their after show Beyond Stranger Things?
No.
I already remember
They-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had like a bizarre fixation with teenage kids, and it's like, what's like, what?
And this is why I have Gary on the show.
Yes, that's it.
Listen. Okay, listen. They're a product of the '80s monster movies. Okay, they all those,
Yeah, they were born
those
in
mov-
'84.
Those movies loved having their teen cast running away from eldritch horrors beyond man's comprehension. Okay, it's just what they.
Which-
it's just like it's
look-
what they grew. It's the environment they grew up in. Okay, that's just what they do.
It's a great subgenre. Is kids in peril. It's one of the best subgenres I ever watched, and I love that. I grew up watching movies like Cat o' Nine Tails, which is part of Dario Argento's horror series, and it's got a kid in peril in it that's a central character. And it's like, I fucking love that shit. But seasons 2 and 3, I just remember just being,
Yeah.
You're not
Season 2
wrong.
is actually not that bad, to be honest. We rewatched it. Season 2's good.
Which one?
There's only season 2 is not that bad.
Okay.
It actually is a pretty good lead up to season 1.
It's the
1.
derail though that bugged me.
It's
I
the
remember
one episode derail in season 2 where
The
she goes
backdoor
off to
pilot.
Chicago and then she meets the other kids. That's the
Is
only
that what it
episode out of the
was?
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was because it was
I
supposed to
didn't
be a
know that.
spinoff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to
That's
be
the
a
only
Thank
bad
God that
episode.
never happened.
spin-off.
I actually think it might happen because they are talking about an animation spinoff after.
Well, I'm going to
this
give
is
up my
done.
faith in Jesus if it
That's different.
happens.
Well,
Well, okay.
Well said,
Max
Gary.
finds Chrissy throwing up in the bathroom. This is our first kind of sight of Vecna. We see his feet.
oh, we do?
We
Oh,
do.
yeah,
It's
this
underneath the
came
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gets right up to
Yeah.
the stall door. Yeah.
This is so great.
I really like
if-
the idea because it's reminiscent of a lot of the 80s horror from Freddy Krueger and all that.
Well, I was
shit.
gonna say like every
Yeah.
season, like the main
I
main
can
bad
find
is
it.
always like an homage to some
An
classic
homage
like
to something
80s.
classic from
Because like
80s.
the Demogorgon is basically the xenomorph. The
And
mind
just so you know,
player.
Sketch, 80s horror, and Zax will tell you, is my favorite decade for horror.
You're not wrong.
and
That
science
is
fiction.
that
It's
is the
just
correct answer.
best.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's the foundation with which all the stuff we have now is built off of. So yeah, yep, tracks.
Oh, it looks like Nadia froze up there. Are you okay, Nadia?
No, I'm fine. I'm trying to find, without getting clipped by YouTube, the shot of his feet because we're going
Oh.
through the episode. So,
Yeah.
so bear with me
Mary
for 1
is a
second
Blade
as we talk
Runner-
about this.
Master.
Yeah, I'm the founder of the Blade Runner fan club. Yeah.
He knows
Yeah.
all.
I used to
Okay.
be on a show with Gary, but then he canceled it.
I canceled it because I had
He
to
does
work.
that. He fired me.
And I did not fire you, lying cocksucker. I swear to God. I said
I did not
when I
hit her.
saw-
I did not.
I did not. Oh, hi, Toxic.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
There's them
Yep,
feet.
there's
There's
his feet.
there's them feet.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So Tarantino, you want to lick these?
Why do you even bother asking that? He drank a shot from them. Right between the nails.
And this was the
Right,
moment.
you cutie
This
boy.
is the moment Tarantino tweeted: "Season 4, absolute cinema."
Absolutely.
I can't stay long because I'm actually working right now. I'm supposed to be drawing.
Oh, okay.
But I
okay.
did want to pop in and say hi to you because I haven't hung out with you in so long and I miss you.
You know what? Maybe I should move 80s horror to my channel and then we can figure out, and I can host,
idea.
and
Absolutely.
you and Greg can come
Absolutely.
be guests on my show. And then I get
Yeah.
to tell you what to do.
Yeah,
We could try.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
talk about 80s horror.
I would
and
enjoy
that kind of
that.
thing, but that's really why.
Yeah. I'll figure. You know what? I'll figure it out because we're covering the institute.
Remember what
we'll
the name
figure
of
out
it was?
schedules. We'll figure
The
out
name of the
schedules.
show was 80s Fright, but you're a 90s girl. So then I changed for special nights for you, 90s Fright.
Yep. We
And we
cover
can talk about all that shit you
90s
like.
movies. Yeah, because I'm a 90s kid. What can I say?
You are.
Well, it's good to see you, Gary. Please don't be a
Seeing you
stranger,
guys.
and then we'll figure it
Love
out.
you, Gary.
We'll figure out. Get the
Mhm.
80s horror back up.
Well, I'd much rather be a stranger than to be Stranger Things.
Oh,
Ba-doom.
Bad dad jokes.
I know it's what I do.
he's got them all.
I love you guys. Hey, it's good seeing you, Toony Boy Sketch and Toxic.
Nice,
man.
yeah, nice meeting you.
Thank you,
Take it
sir.
easy, man.
Good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Later.
Gary.
You too.
All right,
He's the
hold
best.
on. Nope.
Gary can, everybody.
There we go. Gary Cam. All right, Vecna's feet. Back to Vecna's feet. Yeah, so this is the first time we actually do see Vecna throughout the entire. I mean, other than later on in the episode, full face. But yeah, and I can't remember, and maybe the panel does. Does he call himself Vecna at any point throughout this
No.
entire series?
No.
Is this
I wouldn't
just
imagine
a
so.
nickname?
Yeah,
it's just a code name that he's given from
the D&D
our
players.
main group, our main
it's
crew, like
another
they
one
do
of
with
them
everything.
D&D
now.
things where they just kind of co-opt the name.
Yeah.
It's like they're not actually called demigorgons. You know what I mean? It's like they just came up with that from D&D.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
in
later
this
when they're
one-
playing D&D, they're playing up against Vecna, who is an actual villain in
Yeah.
D&D lore too.
Well,
Yeah.
also not only that, but I realized that when later on in the Hellfire scene, the way Eddie describes Vecna in D&D matches up really well with some of the character descriptions, or with the descriptions of Vecna in here, with like the missing left arm and the eye.
Yeah.
Just say hi, Katie. We know you're watching now, so just say hi.
I
It's
know.
fine.
With the feet. You know, I tuned into New Blackstreet and I was like, where's Kata? There's no Kata.
Yeah.
That was weird. Imagine someone calling him Vecna in season 5 and he has no idea who they're talking about.
I guarantee Dustin's gonna do that. I'm betting on it now.
I love it. All right. Now we're finally, after Chrissy has her little meltdown, which is not a real meltdown, it's a legit meltdown. We are introduced to the best character of season 4, Eddie Munster.
The Human Torch.
Yes.
Yep.
The Human
That's
Torch.
right.
Mhm.
The twice held back senior of the leader of the Hellfire Club.
No,
Who?
Eddie isn't the Human Torch. The Human Torch is Eddie. That's what it is.
True.
That's true.
You know how we were talking about the leader of the basketball crew having like charisma and like holding holding the scene? This is holding the scene right here. This introduction for Eddie. Oh my god, this is how you introduce a secondary character into your ensemble cast. This is perfect. This is why people loved Eddie so much.
Yeah, they somehow managed to make a perfect blend of nerd and cool.
Mhm.
And honestly, he's also a very sweet guy too. I was watching him during this scene. There's a point in the scene where there's 2 cheerleaders who are waiting to like cross in front of him, and he just kind of like bows slightly to let them through. Like he's very, and the way he treats Chrissy, very much a gentleman, very sweet guy.
Well, that's all it takes. When the girl remembers you from her class years ago, that's all it takes. You see his reaction. Did you remember seeing his reaction in that conversation? We'll get there when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
I know Toxic misses Billy, but I think Eddie is a pretty good, step up.
Yeah, I like Eddie. I like Eddie a lot. I like his introduction to his character. It's sad that he's never coming back.
He is coming back. 100%. He's coming back.
It's okay, Toonie. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. He's
Okay,
coming back.
don't listen to him. He can't hurt
Don't
you.
listen to him.
He
Don't
can't
listen
hurt
to him.
you.
Don't listen to him. I had somebody leave on the trailer when I was arguing about it. They're like, Eddie's not coming back. She's delusional. I'm like, let me live in my delusion. All right.
Nadia, just keep a running list of everyone who says it, and in the event that you are proven right, you can just be like, I'd like to take a moment to thank all my detractors. Fuck you. Just one by one.
If by chance I am right, just by chance I am right, you guys are all getting a big cap message in the group chat. The moment
I have
not a cap message. What will I do?
Nadia, if it happens, I have a clip that I can give to you to play for everyone on a loop.
Nadia's like, you will get a sternly worded response.
I don't care. I'm gonna be like, I'm right.
Look, the only metric to consider with whether or not Eddie is coming back is whether or not fans like Nadia want him to come back. Because it doesn't matter what situation he was in when we didn't see the body, because we saw Hopper. He was right next to a machine that atomized everybody in the room, and he's apparently alive. It does not matter if we see the body or not. If the fans want him to come back, that's all the writers care about. They'll just make it happen. So he either could be dead or he couldn't. We'll just have to see what they do, because there is no saying one way or the other. What they want to do, they're gonna do.
I don't care what the Duffers brothers have been saying in interviews and stuff. People have lied in that stuff all the time to kind of just sway the audience for the surprise. So I take it with a grain of salt. That's what I said. Just take it with a grain of salt. So, also, I want to also state that Eddie's coming back, but I didn't say Eddie's coming back like Eddie. Eddie will come back, but he might come back in a different form due to the Upside Down. But it's going to be Eddie. It is going to be Eddie. So, all right. Moving on. Hellfire Club is the D&D club, which, man, I want to play D&D again so bad. 5e, man. 5e. I know everybody's gonna be like
Ooh.
5e. That's the worst one.
Get out of here.
I'm hoping-
Worse than 3 apparently. I hear people don't like 3.
I feel like it's
No.
3 points.
It's like 3.5 or something is the one everyone is like not high on.
I like 3.5.
Which one is the one that people is it 4 that people really don't like?
It's 5e. 5e is
Yeah.
more for newer players, I would say, which
Mhm.
I enjoy. It has a lot more liberty to it. Where I feel the other ones, and I know I'm gonna get angry nerds in my comments. I feel the other ones are just too much math, and I'm a girl and I don't like math.
No, Nadia. Stug's been running a first edition one shot for us in a Discord server, and I was looking at the rules for the original like advanced rulebook. I'm like, what in the actual fuck is a THACO?
Yep. See, I
Old
just want to
Thaco.
be like, I roll, I hit a critical hit, and I get to call the shot. And I like the more role playing aspect of it. I don't want to have to keep tabs in math of like what you're like adding this and so no, I'm good. But this is very cute because back in the 80s, I'm sure Toxic has some input. Nerds like this weren't really respected, and you kind of didn't want to be associated with them.
I mean, yeah, I mean they had they had these cliques, you know. I mean, this is 87 is like I was still in junior high in 87, so I mean it's not, you know, they're all right. I mean, I didn't really understand the concept of it. I had a few different people. I mean, I wasn't just in sports. I also was in drama. So a lot of that would, you know, those kind of kids would bleed into that. I'd be like, do you want to come over and play D&D? And I'm like, no, I got practice, or I, you know, want to go see a girl. So, I mean, those things are kind of antithetical as far as that goes. But yeah, I mean, D&D wasn't unheard of. They weren't like completely ostracized, but they weren't at the same time. They weren't like, there wasn't a lot of crossover. You didn't see a lot of the jocks hanging out in D&D clubs and stuff.
How was it with the Satanic Panic, though? I know you were younger then.
Yeah,
but...
Satanic Panic was pretty prevalent. I mean, it was like, that's like we had a music store called Specs, and like I remember Specs would you know, either not sell something or they put those warning labels on. Once warning labels started coming out, it used to boost the record sales by like, you know, 200% or something like that. So I remember that. I remember my friends getting records and tapes and trying to find a way to play it backwards to get the satanic message off of it. So I mean, I lived in the white trailer park area, so there was like a lot of Eddies, a lot of headbanger, you know, metal guys that played guitar or some other instrument, and you know, walked around with jean jackets, which a bunch of you know, patches and labels. You'd get a patch if you went to a certain concert or something like that. So you know, there was a lot of Eddies, and you know, that would be around in that area where I was at where I grew up at. So
What can I help you?
I was about to say, I heard a cat screaming.
Oh,
There's a cat.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning. I woke up, I guess. Okay. I also like, so in this scene, Eddie is basically saying, "Hey, I am eventually going to graduate this year, and the future of the Hellfire Club is going to be on Mike and Dustin, who have to find a replacement for Lucas, who will be at a basketball game tonight and can't be joining them in their epic battle up against Vecna for this." And I get it. I get the importance of the game. I get it. There's always the last time I played D&D, we had a big fight coming up. We did an all-day session on Saturday. Everybody came. We had breakfast, played a little bit, had lunch, played a little bit more, had dinner, and then everybody went home. So I get it. Those important battles, I 100% agree. It's way more important than basketball, in my opinion.
oh,
Okay.
And then we get Murray. Murray's back. We get full frontal Murray. We do.
okay, great. Yeah,
Gentlemen, the ideal male physique.
there he is for all to see.
Full frontal, with a bottle. Murray,
Yeah.
who just got back from karate class. I guess karate was big in the 80s as well, I assume.
I guess, yeah.
big, yeah.
Karate Kid.
I was born in 87. I I was 3 when the 80s were ended. So, Joyce is calling Murray to ask about the package from Russia.
Yes. The package. Go on.
Get the wall. Yeah.
Package, you said.
How big is it?
It's yay big.
Okay.
There you go. There's your clip. There's your clip. It's yay big.
Yeah, big.
I'm sure Murray's got a shalong. 100%.
Wow.
100%. 100%. What?
I'm not making a bet on that.
Listen, you don't have that kind of confidence unless you're swinging big. All right. I'm just saying.
I mean, or unless you're alone in your apartment, as he clearly is.
No, I meant just like in general, he's very confident. Not saying he's naked. I'm just saying his character overall is a very confident, sometime narcissistic personality, but he's very like. He's not a macho man, but he's very confident in himself. And usually when you're confident in yourself like that, you're swinging big. I would just say. Or not. You're making up for something. I don't know.
You don't look completely faithful. You don't look completely faithful in that belief. It kind of seems like she's a little bit of doubt.
Listen, I'm just from a woman's perspective, a unicorn at that. So I'm just saying. Blue, you look now. You look great. You don't look a day over somebody born in 1979. Bless you. Bless you.
What a compliment.
Oh man.
Bless you, Blue. So find out it's a porcelain doll that, by the way, I thought it was very weird when they were saying you got to find something to like throw on it and smash it. Couldn't you just like hit the doll on a surface and it would?
Well, if it's like Murray says, if it's an explosive device in there, you hit it on a surface, it blows up in your hand.
Couldn't
fair.
you
throw it?
No, I was going to say throw it at a tree, but then again, if it is an explosive device, you're going to start a fire, so maybe not. It's like, yeah, you could probably throw it, but then again, it could just be a very resilient porcelain. I don't know.
But I feel like if she's dropping something on it outside her house,
they could blow up her house.
Yeah, she could still blow up her house.
Oh well.
All right, we're overthinking about this. Okay, moving on.
Don't ask questions.
Hey, all right.
There he is.
There he is.
I forgot this character was named Argyle until the rewatch. I'm just like, yeah, stoner dude.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well, yeah, he's Argyle because of Die Hard.
I have a
He's
clip.
a caricature.
So do Eskimos like still live in igloos, or are they like fully blown, like living in the suburbs now?
It would take me a decade to grow a beard like Murray. I believe it. So there's a little bit back and forth. I actually don't like the scene very much. I don't really care about Jonathan and Nancy. Boo-hoo. They're high school sweethearts.
Based.
Actually, are they considered high school sweethearts at this
Not
point?
anymore. No, they're well
Yeah.
past graduated. But
Nancy,
I'll give it a counter to this. I actually like this scene for one reason, and it comes up again later in this episode. It demonstrates a change in philosophy and how they're editing the show now, whereas like when they're going back and forth between the two conversations. If this was season 2 or 3, I strongly think that like they would have kept like this scene and Nancy's version like separate, like one after the other, instead of cutting back and forth between them.
that's true.
Like,
Well, also bigger budget.
They've started. It's bigger budget, but the episodes are longer. They've compressed way more into it at the same time.
I agree.
I don't know what kind of other
I
stuff
still don't
is-
care about the relationship. Go ahead, Toonie. Sorry.
Sorry, you're right. I don't know what kind of other stuff is doing this trope, but I feel like this whole two people in a relationship having the same conversation like side by side. They did it in Invincible as well, like the show. So I'm wondering how many other shows and movies are doing this kind of thing. But I feel like it's like a trope nowadays in a lot of recent stuff. They'll always have like two people having a conversation about each other in different places, and then they'll like intercut between each other. I feel like that's just like a trope they're doing now.
Your chat got
I
more
agree.
diverse.
I see.
So-
I see AJ, my brother from another mother. What's up? and stuff. Oh wait, if he's a brother from another mother,
Mm.
that
He's a
means we
cousin.
have the same dad.
Oh yeah.
So it's my dad, AJ's dad.
He ruined my show on Wednesday, or tried to. AJ's dad.
I know somebody's. Leon was talking about it, and he's like, "Do I have permission to say who it was?" And I was just like, "I don't care." Don.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, just completely. For those that don't know, when I was on Wednesday. What's Good Wednesday, and one of the guests who had admin abilities was on his way out, and he ended the stream 30 minutes into the stream.
Is that why I saw? Is that why I saw it the next morning, like cut randomly? Like what?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, oh no, Canada cut off Zach's internet.
No, it was Dawn,
No.
aka Flaccid
Okay.
Phoenix, who
Yes.
Might as well be the Canadian government at that point.
May as well. We recovered though, so but yeah.
We did. We did.
Mm.
And the Matrix is still
Dummy.
overrated, but yeah, for
Ooh.
$19.99. Toxic, if you have your link for your Walk 'em Down Wheeler video, can you drop it in the link? Because it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat, the live chat. Those of you that are in the live chat, you open it up in another tab too. Toxic took some time editing and putting together a montage of Nancy shooting it down.
But don't leave.
But don't leave. Yes,
I'm
don't
not
leave.
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
No, not you. Everybody in the chat.
Oh.
Don't leave. Oh, that reminds me. Keep talking amongst yourselves for a second
Talk
about
amongst
Nancy.
Don't go off the stream. Save it to your watch later. Watch it after the stream. In fact, you know what? Don't even do that. Put it on the background on a loop and give Toxic more views. Passive.
Yeah, not
So
bot
I like
farming.
that.
We're gonna
Yeah,
bot
I like
farm
that.
it. Yeah.
All right. That's
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I think I found
Work
my,
smarter,
hot
not
take.
harder.
I think I found my hot take from before. Remember that
Okay.
conversation?
All right.
I enjoyed I enjoyed Men in Black 3 more than the second movie. Not the first, the second movie.
The
I don't
time
know.
travel
I
one?
think that's
It's fine.
reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Really? I could have sworn the second one was liked better than the third one, generally.
No, the second one's kind of shitty, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Here's me thinking that I actually had an answer. Oh, never mind then.
Is the second one the one with like the weird like worm woman?
Yes.
Yes.
The second one, it's yeah. It's
All right,
it's
I'm back.
that, and it's a Burger King promotional thing, and it had what's his name from Jackass in it, and they bring in Rosario Dawson as a queen from another universe, and he has to bring Kay back into the fold because Kay has been
Neuralized.
neuralized with it working in the post office and stuff like that. So yeah.
All right.
We're about halfway through the episode now. So the guys are instructed by Eddie to go find a sub for Lucas, which end up being Erica. But I do like this little montage of the different stereotypical like high schoolers, wrestlers. You've got your nerdy scientist kid, you've got your artsy kids, your cheerleaders and stuff asking, and they're all like, "So you fight with dice? Like, how do you do this?" I thought it was great. The reason why it disappeared for a second is chat. Stick around after this show ends. You're going to be automatically redirected over to B-roll. They talk about crazy movies that are bizarre. They go for like 4 hours. They're great. So you're just gonna be redirected after the stream over there for them. So I always do that every Friday. All right, moving on. Anything on the montage? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I can't wait till we get to Max's one because that one gave me a chuckle.
Oh yeah. Do you get a cool shirt too?
Yeah, we do. And then they're feigning enthusiasm. You're being sarcastic. It's funny because it probably would have taken me that long to get that sarcasm as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. You know what? I like it because it allows her to just, there's no dialogue from her except for like, do I get a cool t-shirt? You just read everything off of her face of her sarcasm and stuff. I think it's really well done.
Yeah,
but it also has a nice little added effects like, wait, well, why didn't you just go to her at first? Like, oh, it's because she's alienated herself from the group. Oh,
yeah, it's like it's a joke, but it's also telling a story with it as well. It's actually really good.
Yeah, she has trauma from losing her brother, everything that happened last season. Yeah, her parents splitting up, and then having to move into a trailer park, and basically be the person who takes care of her own mother too, be the adult too as well. So this is where we get the satanic panic kind of sprinkle starting to be sprinkled in through.
Yeah, Mike's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder about this one. You can already tell.
60 Minutes begs to differ.
I neither know nor care what that is.
You don't know what 60 Minutes is?
Oh no.
60 Minutes is like the big it was the big premiere news show that would come on at Sunday and would basically fearmonger
for YouTube. Yeah.
No longer relevant.
That's 60 minutes I can't spend watching that show.
No.
It's 60 Minutes usually has like prominent interviews too. I think they interviewed O.J. Simpson. I think they've interviewed Michael Jackson. They've interviewed like people who've had like issues within publicity, like
any like A-list celebrity drama from back in the day would have been a 60-minute story.
Any big name that can get them watching the show.
Back in the day, that's what you want. That is just what you watched.
It's most notorious now for how they basically completely shit all over their honor code system or integrity of journalism because they cut down the Kamala Harris interview so she didn't look as dumb before the primaries and stuff like that. Like they completely re-edited it to put her in a better light before the election and stuff like that. So they basically cut their own throats in recent times.
Yeah, South Park actually made fun of them in the latest. Too. So crazy how 90% of Mike's non-existent storyline in season 3 is telling Will that they shouldn't play D&D anymore because they're growing up. Now he's begging people to play for a group he's in. Yeah. And it makes sense that Erica would be the person that they're playing with because at the end of season 3, she's the one that gets the gift of the D&D books.
Yeah.
Too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus, they get to bring in a fan favorite characters. I mean, which that's always a plus.
Yeah.
America.
You can't spell America without Erica.
I don't have it as a clip yet. I meant to get it, but I was working on Steve clips. Speaking of Steve clips, this is a clock. So
obsessed with clocks. Maybe he's like a clockmaker or something. Think you cracked the case, Steve.
Look, Nadia, here's your inspiration for the America clip. It also has Steve in it. There you go.
That's true. That's true. It does have Steve in it. Can't spell America without Erica.
And they just had that. Yeah, he said a moment where he like thinks about it.
Well, it's interesting because I found Erica not to. When I first was introduced to her, I did not like her that much, but I really, really like her in season 4. She does play a pretty big role with season 4. She's not the annoying little sister as much. I think actually she takes a little bit bigger of a role than Lucas does.
At least
in season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With helping out.
I mean, Erica's like a pretty good case study on what I mean about like the secondary characters they bring in, like with Eddie, are handled way better than they were before. Because like Erica just kind of gets caught up into it just because like the party like brings her into it. Eddie stumbles upon it himself. It feels a lot better to have the secondary character just get introduced to all the weird stuff going on rather than the crew bringing them in.
Yeah, especially when he's the DM as well. So it's like, and it's also because Dustin and who's in his group, Dustin and Mike. In the beginning, so they're the ones that are obviously trying to have to guide him into their whole D&D named, like all the upside down stuff. But they try to wander into all the upside down stuff. And obviously, as the DM of a D&D game, they've all named like all the monsters and stuff after D&D characters. So there you go. That's as the DM, he's now being introduced to the real world D&D.
Welcome, Bobby. Yeah, sure. I watched this show. Also, I definitely have constructive shit to add to the conversation. All right. What do you got? What's your hot take, Bobby? Drop it in the chat. I will say it's different than last season then, from your point, both of your points, because Robin was kind of just expected just to go along with it when we had the finale, when she finally realized there's a monster and Elle has powers. It's not slowly introduction like with Eddie or any Erica with any of the other characters. Robin's just kind of thrown in, expected to just kind of go along with it.
Well, you got to remember, for Robin specifically, she also literally got dropped down an elevator into the Russian base because she was like hooked into like the Scoops troop.
That's true, but believing Russians at this time were invading your small town is way more believable than a kid with powers and a 30-foot spider-like monster.
Interdimensional demons.
Yeah.
Literal. So here's a thought I had when I was rewatching this scene the first time. I didn't think it when I watched it the first time a few years ago, but now looking at I was trying to figure out if they were trying to tease it. Were they trying to trick the audience into thinking that Eddie was in some way responsible for the weird psychological stuff with like the clock and like the mind games? Because he shows up like in the middle of it. It's like, are they trying to like bait everyone to thinking that Eddie's like the one doing that?
No, I thought they were just setting up a thing between them because he was the one that like helped calm her down. I thought it was like she's in the middle of an anxiety attack in the middle of the woods, and she just happens to bump into him, and then she immediately calms down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, were they trying to bait everyone thinking that he's like masquerading as like some sweet like caring guy, but he's actually like demonic satanic panic serial killer? Because that is like spoilers. I guess I'm going to stop there.
Yeah, I got the opposite vibe. Okay. I thought they were just trying to endear us to him. You know, like he's actually he actually is. You know, he's not just this really flamboyant, almost bully. Like, no, he's actually like a dead sweet guy.
I could see it both ways. I can understand from your perspective, Sketch, especially a first time watch on it, seeing because you get also that he's giving her drugs, also that the clock shows up and stuff. I mean, towards the end of this episode, it's I think it's a red herring here at this point.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, but I also understand from Tooney's point of view because when I watched it the first time, I thought they were trying to set this up as like maybe Chrissy will end up with Eddie and it makes Jason jealous and it's a subplot to it. You know how they like to have subplots for all their side characters on it.
Gotta have a love triangle.
It's actually really surprised that they would kill off Chrissy within the first episode. How much focus they've had on her this entire episode.
Well, they say less is more, and Chrissy may have only been here for one episode, but she's really important for Eddie.
100%.
Yeah.
She's very important for Eddie. She kind of, starts Eddie's arc through this whole thing, and being able to, in a sense, add him to the Scooby troop. The
what troop?
Scooby-Doo. They're like Scooby-Doo, like investigation. They just don't have a dog kind of group, But yeah, I just find it because I don't think they've killed off a main side character so fast.
Yeah, well, Dustin had a dog, but
that's true. Dustin
had a dog.
All right, Zex, what do you got going on next?
Tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central, Circle of Jerks. We are continuing our look at the Tim Lofty debate, part 2 of that. And Leon joins us this time on Lofty? That debate. Tim versus Lofty versus Blaine, Serranos. Leon's there, Kitty's there. It's so good. Last week was so fun, so much fun. So there's more to that one. So we're gonna dig into that, and it'll be tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Central. It's gonna be good. Watch last week's though.
I gotta go watch that now. Hold on.
Yes. Yeah. Lofty
you need
versus
to do
Tim.
A highlighted reel of Lofty versus Platoon. Just a highlighted reel.
Yeah, true. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
we need part 3 of the Rings of Power debate with Lofty.
I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back after, like Beck said, after he finishes his book. I hope he comes back.
Me too. And like as much as like I love Lofty. Lofty's great, but like as much as people make fun of Lofty, him against Tim, it's oof. Yeah. Lofty's up here and Tim is somewhere else, and it's fun. So go check it out. And tomorrow night,
it's great.
Part 2.
All right. I'll
Thanks,
see you later,
guys.
Zax.
Bye, Zax.
Bye, Zax.
All right. I miss Lofty, man.
I miss them. I miss my boy.
I do too. I'm glad he's like taking a break and focusing on what he wants to do and stuff. And I hope he does come back. I really do. But man, he had some. I was on the stream when we had to talk about Rings of Power, and we had to talk about what is within, like, what's a sequel versus a reboot versus a. Yeah, it's just. It was just. Yeah. A little crazy. I mean, I miss it.
Look, they definitely want you to view Rings of Power as a prequel. Like, if you're the kind of person who likes everything, then you'll watch Rings of Power, then watch Lord of the Rings, and put them together. But they just want to. They don't officially classify it as a prequel because they don't want you to objectively compare scenes and all that kind of stuff. That's all that is. It's a cover. It's just a shield.
That makes sense, Toonie. That's not what Lofty was meaning.
Toonie,
you gotta go back and watch it.
We'll dig up the clips from Zax's channel. We'll link them to you to be witness for yourself.
But that's why I told Zax he needs to do like a best of reel of just the highlight moments, because instead of having somebody watch through a 2-hour stream, I mean, it's all very good. It's very good. If you got the 2 hours to watch it, but just give me the highlighted moments of people just shocked on the panel. I think I had to turn my camera off a couple of times. I was like, what's going on?
This exchange between Eddie and
thank you, Toxic.
No, it's okay. This exchange between them is it's really good. I think this is one of the main things that endeared people to Joseph Quinn or Eddie's character in the show, was just the fact that, you know, it's very 80s, isn't it? It's very, you know, the outsider kid and the you know, the cute, you know, normie, you know, preppy girl, and she finds out that he's actually charming, and they have a little bit of a backstory and stuff like that. So it's good. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's juxtaposed against the fact that, one, she's got this Freddy Krueger's thing trying to kill her, and two, he's selling her drugs. But I mean, it's still, it doesn't do much to take away from it. They have good chemistry, and I think it's a really well played scene. It's something that struck me upon my rewatch getting ready for this, so I thought it was pretty good. You know, I don't know this actress. I've not seen her in anything else, but definitely seen Joseph Quinn in a lot of stuff subsequent to this.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen her in much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've get who plays Vecna, Jamie Campbell Bower, who recently did an audiobook, a spicy audiobook recently. That's that was, I don't know why it showed up on my feed and was marketed towards me.
Vecna does 50 Shades of Grey. Boy,
Vecna's smut.
You're running to the store for that thing.
I'm telling you, not 50 Shades of Grey. I'm talking way spicier than that.
Oh, wow.
50 Shades of Grey is vanilla, according to this.
My.
Yeah. I do like this. Are there any guns? Been looking at lever action C constructive. Bobby, Toxic's got you. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and Season 4. So
walk them down,
there you go.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No substitute.
So I think this is a very cute moment. Also, it's another red herring, because during this moment, were you with what Toxic was saying, the build of the relationship between these two? Would you have guessed that this chick died at the end of this episode?
No, it was very cleverly done. This was very Scream 1996, wasn't it? It makes you think she's going to be a recurring character. Maybe these guys are going to wind up in the group, which, you know, I mean, one of them does, but it makes you think that, you know, it gives you all of this. It does something that 80s slasher things was never able to accomplish, or very rarely. It made you care about the teenage kids that become cannon fodder. You know, if you care about them, you don't want to see them chopped up and ripped up and torn apart and stuff like that. So it makes it all the more heartbreaking when it does happen.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I first thought of like the Blob, where you get the kid half melts in the sewer, but also like the boyfriend gets eaten at the police station right off the rip, and you ever thought, oh, this is gonna be one of the main characters, obviously. Nope, just sucked.
Good example.
I think I lost my thought.
Sorry. Blob things.
Cheerleading outfits wear too much on me.
You wouldn't happen to have been thinking about the Chrissy, I don't like this song, will you?
Chrissy, it's gonna be stuck in your head for a week now. Yes. I promise you, it will be.
My girlfriend is gonna be asking me tomorrow in the car, "What are you humming right now?" I'll be like, "Nothing."
Oh, look it up. It's a full song. That's just a small clip of it. There's a full song of it it's on YouTube.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, and it's just called Chrissy Wake Up. Yeah,
okay.
It's great. Yeah. Yeah. Chris and I have been singing it all week because I've been listening to it and stuff. I've been so excited to talk about season 4 because I would say probably season 4 I like a little bit better than season 1. I keep going back and forth between the two because I like season 1 because it's a very isolated thing. Honestly, if you watch season 1, if they never created sequels for it, it'd be fine. It's a great story from start to finish. But I like season 4 because I like the over the top and the risks that they're taking. Right off the bat, they kill Chrissy first episode, right? Right off the bat, we see the villain first episode. The fact that we've split these characters up, but they're still kind of in pocket groups too. I like it. And the dynamic that they've put 11 with the Byers, and then you've got the group back in Hawkins and stuff. I give shit about Jonathan, but that's about it. I actually like the fact that the town of Hawkins plays a part in this series, season 2 as well. With the whole satanic panic and them going after people and stuff. It gets really dark during this season, and it's the return of horror, like the first season was, to it. But poor 11, Jan, getting picked on left and right, and she's just counting the days till Mike shows up. And this is where we realize she still does not have her powers back from season 3. They're gone. Still.
Yeah, this is difficult to watch. And more to the point, this is like the third scene, or at least second of 3, where Will does absolutely fuck all. Dude, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like your adopted sister, like stick up. Like this would never have flown in high school. When me and my sister were in high school together, this would have never, dude, forget about it. Somebody was bullying me or messing with, not that really happened, but if it did, man, my sister would have came running and cut a motherfucker. And if somebody was messing with my sister, I'd have been running right out, been like, bitch, who are you talking to? Like, why are you tripping her? Are you out of your freaking mind? But Will's just like standing idly by, like, I don't know what to do. I'm very emo right now.
Yeah.
Still,
I've got to say, I've got to say the choice of words from Will, like how he had nothing reassuring to say besides it's not that bad. I was like, look, that is not what she needs to hear in that situation, because deep down she actually does know that her little creation wasn't that bad, but that's not the point. That's got nothing to do with why she's angry, why she's upset. This woman that's making fun of her adopted dad dying in a fire saving hundreds of people needs a slap. It's like, you know what I mean? Like one of the other kids just needs to run in there, right, and just be like, oi, you don't want to start fights with people, because what you're doing is starting fights.
Yeah, I mean, we still had bullies in the 80s. Like I get it now. Everyone goes with safe space, and today that chick Veronica or whatever her name is, Angela, she would have probably wound up with like 5 years in federal prison for bullying because it's a hate crime or some shit because Elle's autistic or whatever the fuck.
These days it would be cyberbullying.
Right. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, it was important to have bullies. Bullies are very important. You have to have bullies in school to turn you into the thing. You have to overcome something. Somebody's got to bully you. Some of my best friends in high school were guys that bullied me. Like, when I was a freshman, I had a junior throw a football at my head and hit me in the head. And so I joined the team. I was on the sidelines hanging out with my friends, and he hit me in the head with a football. So the next year I joined the team just to get out and beat the shit out of him on the field, where I could do it and get away with it. So, I mean, like, you have to have bullies. But I mean, like, Will not defending her, at least trying, not even saying anything. I was just I'm like, what are you doing, man? Because I mean,
not to be a traitor to my own sex, but girls make worse bullies than boys. I think we're way more vindictive and manipulative, and we cut you at the core. Where boys, I feel like you give each other like a punch in the face, and then the next day you guys are all friends. You know, you guys we're girls. We're not like that. We're vindictive. We are demons, vengeful.
Yeah, demons aren't friends with other demons. It's like the rule in Star Wars with the Sith.
Wait a minute.
I didn't say that.
Sith, well, the Sith, they can only have two, because if you introduce another one, they're gonna try to take over power. So I mean it's
I also have 6 other sisters, so we picked on each other. We still pick on each other to this day. I still send
you and your sisters got a lot of female friends, do you?
Yeah, I would say we each have probably a handful of like close female friends, but we're not. I mean, we're closer as sisters. Yeah.
Yeah. Would one of these friends just happen to be like a fellow YouTuber that lives in another country?
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
them.
So that's not
Yeah.
that's a YouTube friend. That's not a friend.
Oh, you
So,
mean like in person friend, like somebody I can go like
like a
have coffee
friend.
with and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
like a
got those
friend.
types of girlfriends. Yeah, I do have
Hang out with them a
those.
lot and all that kind of
Yeah. My best friend and I have been best friends since we were 13. Granted, she lives in Chicago. I live out here, but she'll fly out here. I fly out there and stuff like that. So yeah. But we have sisters. Sisters were mean to each other. I don't know if any of you have sisters, but
Nope, I do. And every time I
I have
push her
a
button,
sister.
she makes it get real.
you do.
I think this scene, as good as it is, was overdone. I think they went way over the top with it. Like, they didn't have to make a spectacle of it. Like, they could have had a situation where Elle is like so mad and she's like looking at her diorama and she's like, you can see her like trying to use the force and flip Angela around or something like that. Like, they didn't have to make a big spectacle of it like this. Like, that was like, it's like way over the top in this scene. So I mean, you know, we would have known what she was trying to, you know what I mean? Like, if she was just trying to like throw her against a wall with her mind or something like that and it didn't work, it serves the purpose, because I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, okay, she's, even when she's really upset, she still doesn't have access to her powers. So you know, that's the message that's trying to be conveyed. But they could have done it in another way without going like, this is like really over the top.
Well, it's not just that. It's what they're going for is just the idea that she's tried to stand up for herself and defend herself, and she's just ended up embarrassing herself in front of the whole school. Like, she's just been ruthlessly bullied by this girl, and she's tried to stand up and defend herself and fight back, and she's just ended up publicly in front of pretty much every fucker in the school, just embarrassing herself. That's supposed to be what they're going for, because there's embarrassing yourself, and then there's embarrassing yourself in front of everyone.
Right. Like, see, look at the dynamic right here. It's 2 guys and 2 girls, because there can't be a third girl, because the rule of 3 with women. So there can only be 2.
3 women. What's that?
The rule of 3 with women. You can't have 3 girlfriends. That doesn't work, because 2 of them will destroy the third. That's how that works. Because one woman is the primary, and then the other one is the secondary, or the subordinate, the lackey. And if you have 3 women, then the 2 team up together to destroy the third woman, like the Sith.
I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, that's because you're not a demon like me. You're a unicorn. You're different. You're not like most women. That's why you don't. A lot of these references are always going to go over your head, because you didn't live your life being, an evil demon like most chicks.
No, I'm having flashbacks of people I no longer am friends with, and I'm like, that makes total sense now. I was never a primary or secondary. PTSD flashbacks about it. Like, holy shit, fuck these girls.
Nadia's whole high school career just got recontextualized.
Not even high school. Adulthood is way worse. High school, I had friends in high school, but adults having friends in post college that's where it hits. Where I feel now I'm noticing a pattern, because I'm a very blunt and open individual, and I feel like, just be honest with me, because I'm honest with you, but women aren't honest for the most part.
No. Or for any part.
My own sex. So I don't notice stuff like that. Usually I just like walk away.
Well, when I grew up in junior high and high school, I made a point to make sure my 2 best friends were female, because, I wanted to learn as much as possible in order to, nail more, trim if I could. So Gina Verdino and Raimi Salisbury were my 2 best friends, and anytime a third girl was introduced into the group, the 2 of them would, plot together to destroy her. So if any other chick,
what if there's a group of 4? What happens when there's 4 of them?
there's no such thing. That doesn't happen.
There is.
It's just 2 pairs.
Is it 2 pairs that just like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Nadia, if it's an even number of girls, you're fine. If it's an odd number, you're in trouble.
Oh.
Right.
Dang.
That's what I'm picking up here.
Get a drinking buddy, a shooting buddy, and a couple that are both. I don't know any of their middle names. That's friendship. Well, that's dudes. Dudes, you guys, like, you could go months without knowing the person's first name. You just call him by the nickname you have for him. Like,
internet friends.
You'd be fine. Yeah, you'd be fine with it. Not even internet friends. I've seen it with Chris with like when his Hema friends and like his D&D friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you guys,
Any local like fighting game tournament scene, everyone knows each other by like either their tag or who they're playing. Almost no one used to know like real names.
yeah. You guys have it so simple with friendships. Women are manipulative, man. I'm telling you. And this is from me with 6 sisters. So Joyce is trying to break this porcelain doll. I think this is a stupid scene, to be honest. I don't know.
It's dumb.
Yeah. But we get Murray in a towel.
The
Ladies.
peak male physique.
Yeah.
Forget beer belly. We have vodka belly.
For the 20% of female audience I have.
Yeah. It would have been both funny and annoying if she'd set that entire thing up, and then when she drops it, she realized it was just a little bit off and missed the doll.
I kind of was expecting to be like to pull a shoot, I missed, let me reset like montage.
Alex, I think you and I will get along very well because we both have a hatred for Jonathan. Well, not a hatred, a dislike. Just a lazy character that after season 1 they just did not know what to do with anymore.
He's got one more shot. He has one more season to do something. He's got one more opportunity before he blows it forever.
He's gonna sacrifice himself so that Nancy can end up with Steve. 100%.
Steve gonna die.
No, nah. Steve's had too many close calls. So we get the scene between the basketball team playing for, is this the finals? I think, or some kind of
championship,
like, championship. And we get, I love this. Erica in an American. Oh, I love it.
Walking up in an American flag with the national anthem being sung in the background by Tammy Thompson, referenced from season 3. Talk about a callback.
Wow. And at first Eddie does not want to invite her, but she's holding her own. I'm 11, you long-haired freak. I love Erica. Erica's great.
Sassy.
She snaps.
Yep. She plays exactly how I play.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
This is how you know they're playing like first edition or something, because she leads describing her character with the alignment. That's not it's still a thing in 5th edition, but like in first edition, like your alignment dictates so much of what your character can actually do.
Although they're all just like hype men in the background, like like timed laughter, and then she starts firing back, and they have no idea what to do.
Lady Applejack.
Chaotic good.
Yeah, see, she leads with that. If this was 5e, that's like the last thing that you accuse for your character description, or not even that. Like most of the time now, the alignments are like built into like the type of story. It's like, okay, we're gonna do like a neutral evil story, so everyone make your character accordingly.
Yeah, so I've had DMs who don't even care about the alignments on it, which I actually like the alignments. I like a DM who's a little bit harder on the alignments because it will make because if you say you're chaotic neutral, then you're kind of selfish. You're in for yourself for some parts. Like I get it. There could be variants, but I like a DM that will be like, no, that's not what you would do. You would first think of yourself before anybody else. Or if you're lawful evil, all this kind of stuff. I think it plays a good role. I think it's a good point. I don't like it when DMs just kind of just throw it to the side for it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
also
to understanding what any of this means.
We need to take a moment to appreciate. We need to take a moment to appreciate one more thing. Is that Erica says her character is level 14. This is 1E. A character getting to level 14 is really, really hard.
Hold on.
I don't know how that's. Go on.
I will help you. I'll help you. Okay. We're going to take a break for a second. We're going to talk D&D for a second. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the alignments that you have. An alignment is kind of like a personality trait where you aligned, and it's built into your decision making as a character. Okay. So like if you're lawful evil, you have evil intent, but you have rules about it. You're not just like killing people just to kill people. There's you're doing evil things with a purpose. I guess it would be the easiest way to explain it.
Lawful evil is the like you do evil things, but you're like tricking people into like contracts. Basically, it's like, oh well, I agreed to help you, but if you look here in the fine print, it says you owe me 20,000 gold, and if you don't pay up, I get your shop. I can't do anything. Sorry, you signed the contract. You do have like rules that you will follow.
Isn't it something like you have a strict goal that you're trying to work towards? It's an evil goal, but you have like there's an order to it, and then chaotic evil is like the Joker sort of thing.
Order and methodology more so than an ultimate goal.
Right.
Like I play usually chaotic neutral, and my last chaotic neutral was a rogue, and the DM was pretty strong on the fact that I like shiny things, so I would always steal things, and I would try to steal things from my own party too. I was always out for myself, but I would also help kind of defeat the big baddie. I wouldn't kill people. I wouldn't do something evil, but I would be all out for myself. I hate playing with lawful good, especially paladins, because they stick to a strict rule. So like lawful good would be if a paladin sees me stealing from my own party member, they're going to go after me because I'm breaking the law to them. Like they have a set of rules. So it's a lot of fun. I'm sure I'm going to get comments saying that's not how you explain D&D, but that's how I interpret it. So
we'll link you to the Joe Cat videos describing how they work to get you a run up. Don't worry about it.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
In terms of getting your character to level 14, I don't know how that's supposed to work. Do you just level up during the game, or there's
two methods. In 1E, it's all experience based. So like the typical like gain a certain amount of experience, go up a level. The problem is that in 1E, character HP is super like tissue. Like wizards notoriously in first edition, like when you start, it can have like 4 hit points maximum, and everything does at least 2 to 3 damage. So you're dying instantly.
In 5E, there's different ways you can level up. You can it depends on the DM. The DM will either give it to you as experience points. So say you defeat a certain big baddie, you get points added, and then when you hit a certain tier, then you level up. Or they'll base it off story beats, such as, again, similar. You defeat a big baddie, you've hit a certain story beat in their story, and then they'll give you experience points. You also earn feats in between too. There's a lot to it, but I'm telling I love playing D&D. I miss it. Yeah. I miss it a lot.
Yeah, no, all it is that because she's basically starting the game as a level 14 is what I'm getting at. So I'm like, well like his campaign, I mean.
So their campaign is probably at that level or higher. There would be no point in bringing her in as a level 1. So you would have to be a certain level to be able to survive in a sense it. So level 14 is probably the lowest that they can be to start to enter this campaign at the point where they're at, because they all probably started at 1 and they built their way up to this point. If you're entering a certain story beat, like if she was a level 1, she would have been killed off right away by the big baddie. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I'm sure I'll discover that. I'm sure I'll discover this when I play VTM with my mates.
If you can find a table in your area to play D&D, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a great time. It's so much fun. It is. Oh, I miss it. But this is a great montage because it's paralleling the basketball game and them defeating Vecna and them taking the shot at the same time. Lucas is taking the risk shot at the end, the 3-pointer, to get them to win. I like this. I thought this was very clever.
Yeah. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier with like the Nancy Jonathan scenes being cut together.
Yes.
This is the real example of that. Like that was like the little like sample of what they're going to be doing a lot more of this season. This is the real show right here. It's this, and I love it.
And this feels like a D&D game. Like if you've played D&D, this feels like it, where you're at the end, you're about to, you got a choice. You either run or you defeat the monster, and you sidebar as a team because without the DM, because the DM has,
he knows what's supposed to happen and everything, so they don't know. Yeah.
like hit points and stuff like that. But yeah, this is it makes me want to play D&D so bad. So bad.
Why don't we organize it for the panel? Why don't we do that? Like an online
I've tried online D&D campaign, and I don't think to me, I don't similar to like I don't like to read Kindle books. I like to hold actual books in my hand. I like to be an actual table, turn off my phone, see a map, have miniatures, roll dice kind of deal.
Yeah, it's doable. It's a very different vibe than sitting down with people with like an actual like tactile board and like a figurine or whatever.
Toxic's just letting the D&D nerds just nerd out.
Yeah, I was taking a nap and trying to find a happy place.
Well, do you want here? You know what? I'll give you something you can work with. There's in the middle here, Toonie. There's a line here Eddie gives. I want you to keep in the back of your mind going forward. He says, "There's no shame." He says, "No." He says, "There's no shame in running." Keep that in the back of your mind as the season progresses.
There's no shame in being a coward and running.
Yep. I think I've already seen the clip in the intro.
Well, here it is.
No, you've seen him play guitar, but it's not.
I think it's actually. I think the line's coming up. Yeah, it's somewhere in here. I think this is it.
Yeah, it's are you talking about the bit where he picks up a sword and faces like a bunch of demo bats or whatever they are?
No comment.
No comment. You know what? I will tell you, Toonie, if you want to keep just watching per episode per week, fine by me. But if you want to binge through the whole season, go for it.
No, I've been doing it one episode a week, like for the whole thing now. I may as well just commit.
I'm just saying, you're missing out. Well, you won't be missing out soon enough. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, it'll feel great all the same. Here we go. Here it is. Yeah.
Oh.
And then there's like another line like right afterwards. He says, "There's no shame in running," and then something about not being a hero.
There's no shame in running. Give me a second. Yeah.
I'd say that.
Playing with fire.
Yeah, I'd say there's only no shame in running if A, you're not sacrificing other people to save yourself, and B, you actually have some kind of plan to win the next fight. Like, there's going to be a next fight, and you plan on winning that one. Like, if this is supposed to be like the fight or die battle against the villain, and you run away, you're basically just accepting defeat.
Yeah, keep those three sentences in mind. There's no point. There's no shame in running. Don't try to be heroes. Not today. Keep that in the back of your head as we go forward.
Yeah.
And the D&D group decides they're going to take the risk and they are going to roll for it.
To the
Dustin
death.
doesn't hit. Does not hit. Dustin fails. Now it's up to Erica. Erica has to make the final hit to defeat Vecna. And similar to what we were talking about last time, because I think we brought up critical hit and critical fail our last stream for it. And similar to Lucas, which I like, it's the parallel of the two siblings. We've got Lucas making the it's a 3-pointer, right? I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And her hitting the critical 20, critical hit on it. And it's great. I think it's great.
I feel like did you pause at that screen because that would have been horrifying.
I always loved. I love the one D&D guy, just the double, not even a double chin, just no chin.
Please, I've been there. I have been there, man.
We all know the feeling. If you play D&D, you know the feeling.
And that's why I like to play at a table. It's just the rush of it. It's almost like gambling, I would assume. I don't know.
I mean, they're both using dice, so maybe instead of saying
Drool just came out of his mouth.
The braces. Look at the braces.
This clip reminds me of what the screenshot reminds me of. I'm going to screenshot it real quick. Wait.
Okay.
Wait. Okay.
While I do that, I'll say, oh god, I just lost it. Never mind, I lost it.
It's the has anyone seen like the shocked face guy meme? It's like I think it's from like Australia or something. Hang on,
Sharp-faced jaw man.
Wait,
no, I don't know. This isn't ringing a bell.
Boom. Critical 20. Boom. Right, and then they also
Lucas gets the buzzer.
That's a great shot right there. There you go. Crit 20. Bow, wow, 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 wow. I need one of those like things. I'll have his
The little
chair.
air horn sound. You need the Final Fantasy VII critical noise.
Yep. Yeah. And we get Lucas actually making the basketball. There you go. So parallel, the two siblings saving the day.
I did appreciate that. I was like, oh, it's both the Sinclair kids, get it? See, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
I did feel bad for Lucas at the end where he sees the group kind of coming out, obviously defeating Vecna. He knows because he's been playing with them, but then you see Max is not even in the stadium for him. He feels very alone and isolated, which makes him kind of turn against the group a little bit throughout the season. Not severely, like it's not malicious. It's just like, I get it. And they're all, and you got to remember, this is from a perspective of a teenage boy, right? Teenagers, again, you guys fight one day and then you make up the next day or similar to that. So, yeah.
Well, it's a nice conflict. It's like, instead of just arbitrarily splitting the party up, like location wise, now they actually have like an internal like split among them. Like, he was just as much a part of that club as they were, and they replaced him with his sister. They didn't, not to show up to his game. So like,
also, who keeps their dog out is that her dog or the neighbor's dog?
I don't know. I don't think it's ever said. I think it could be either.
Just randomly at night, just fenced in, this poor little dog. Look, I feel worse for the dog than I do for Newt. My little Aliens 2 reference. So, Max lives in the same trailer park as Eddie. She sees Eddie rolling up with Chrissy, actually, because remember, she was asking if he had stronger stuff. And he alluded that he did, so back at his place, which that's what made me think like he's 2021 probably has his own place.
Well, they say he lives with his uncle.
His uncle? Okay.
Yeah. It's the uncle.
I forgot about that. Oh yeah. Because towards the end. Okay. Remember, this is my first rewatch of the whole season, other than the end of the last episode.
I do have a question about this on the rewatch. My girlfriend, I was like, do you guys think, much like the Kate Bush music in the headphones, saving Max, would that ketamine have? Do you think that would have saved Chrissy had he gotten it to her in time?
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like maybe the ketamine would have made her an easier target.
Yeah, I feel like it seems like the kind of thing that would make sense.
I was kind of looking at it like medicinal stuff, drugs, self-medication was sort of similar to the Nightmare on Elm Street thing in part 3, where they have the and in part 6 or 7, they have the fake drug, the Hypnosil or whatever it is that makes you not dream. So I thought maybe that might be a thing, but I don't know. I also thought that would have been kind of interesting to have him give it to her and she takes it and then she does that and it's labeled as like a bad drug thing. He gave her some bad dose. Yeah.
He gave her like the wrong one or something.
Yeah.
But wouldn't ketamine kind of lower your like guard up for things? Wouldn't it make
ketamine is a very strong painkiller, and then usually just makes you go to sleep more than anything else. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the specific stuff. I just was curious what you guys thought. If while he was, it's either a tragedy that he was like searching around and it might have actually helped her and kept her safe from Vecna, and it's just because he's dicking around in there and in the room and he can't find it and he comes back and she's already under the thrall, or it wouldn't have mattered anyway and he would have given it to her and then thought, oh my God, I gave her a bad dose of some bad shit, and that's why she's. Although I don't know any drug that makes you float up into the sky and crack your own bones, but I mean, whatever.
Eddie, this edible isn't shit. Oh, fuck.
What did you give him? Oh my God. Why did his eyeballs pop out?
It's interesting that she uses, in a sense, weed to kind of suppress these things, because I think I read a while back studies show that weed actually like inhibits your dreaming abilities, so that when you actually do come off weed, you start to have stronger dreams because you've been pretty much blocking them out. the entire time while you're smoking or taking it in any way. Don't do drugs, kids. But yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the same as like antidepressants. Like they don't actually stop the chemical process that makes you depressed. They just numb you to it.
Yeah,
it's still there. So when you come off it hits you like a freight train.
But this is such an interesting start to the season because again, we are now not only do we kill off this character, we also get to see the villain. There's no building the villain up. I mean, I get it. We saw his feet earlier. They could have just left it at that and kept the mystery going, but we actually do see Vecna full throughout this thing. So while Eddie is looking for the stronger stuff, Chrissy starts to hallucinate and starts to see her mother.
We also see Eddie's guitar in that scene as well.
Yeah, we do.
I think that comes back later in the season. So I've seen
Chekhov's the Chekhov's gun of the season right there.
Chekhov's guitar.
Chekhov's guitar.
She sees her mom just loosening things up for her. Now now it's clicking with me. Why I get it. I just thought she was loosening it up because she's pregnant, so she would need the room. That's why.
No, I'm afraid
eating disorder totally went over my head on it.
No, see, the loosening up is you had it's loosening up because she's changing size. It's just the side of the clothing that's being loosened up is on the opposite side that you thought it was.
Yeah, and it's just because her mom's abusive, and so in a way, I get it. So she has an eating disorder, so she's running out of it, and I like the contrast of when she's running into her house and her dad has like his mouth sewn shut going through, and this just gives me Nightmare on Elm Street 100%. This whole segment of it, or Black Phone 2, as I like to say, it is an unused Nightmare on Elm Street script. So he finds it. Yeah, if you watch the trailer for Black Phone 2, I 100% believe that is a unused Nightmare on Elm Street script that they just altered because he comes back when the kids are sleeping. Kill them in their sleep. Sounds familiar? I don't know. And we haven't had a nightmare. We haven't had an addition to the IP since the remake we had a while back. So I don't know where it is within like where the IP is, if it's going through issues legally through studios and stuff, but it comes off to me, Black Phone 2, that it's a unused Nightmare on Elm Street script that they just kind of altered. So Eddie finds it, heads back, and this is where we get the hold on, I'll play it again. Fuck you, YouTube. Whatever. Here we go.
Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up! Hey, hello? Time to wake up, time to wake up. Can you hear me? Wake up, Chrissy! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up!
I need to watch that later because that's funny.
It's great.
I'm going straight to watching this when we're done here. I need this in my life. I have it open in another tab right now, and I'm waiting to press play.
I will be surprised. I bet YouTube flags me, but I don't give a shit. Anyway, Chrissy is in her trance, and we finally meet Vecna throughout it, which is this whole thing is Nightmare on Elm Street. 100%. I know to it. I'm sure Toxic has trivia about it.
I do. I have a bunch of trivia when we're done.
So I have sort of noticed that in the there's I don't know whether that's good weed or bad weed, but that's what weed does to you, I suppose. Makes you fly. No, I've noticed this cabin that I seem to be in from Nadia's intro to Stranger Things kind of reminds me of the area that Max is in, but it's very curious.
There is a great, I think it's episode 4. Is it episode 4? That it's focused on Max the whole time, the graveyard scene.
I know the one you're thinking about. I don't know if it's episode 4 or not. I remember the title, but I don't want to say the title because I feel like it's a big deal.
Right.
Let me see.
It would be around 4 or 5, I think.
It's 4. Yeah, I was
Okay.
right. It's 4. Yep. Yeah. Oof. 4. Let me see. 4, I think, is it's the second highest rated of the season.
Makes sense.
Yeah, this episode 7 is the highest rated episode of it, and then it goes 4, and then the finale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but all of them, all of these episodes don't go below an 8. Like the lowest is an 8.1. Yeah,
Justified.
Yeah.
Justified.
On the IGN scale or
on IMDb. Where season 3, you get a couple of them that are 7s. Season 2, you get that Lost Sister chapter, which is the lowest one, which is a 6 out of 10. So yeah. This is Vecna, guys. Holy shit! I forgot they completely show him the entire first episode, the end of this episode. This is great.
He's just
I
here.
love the makeup design on this guy. I've seen the behind the scenes. It looks great.
I love the behind the scenes of him, just like the timeless of him in the chair with his Starbucks as they're putting all this stuff on him. It's great.
Let's see if I can find. Yeah. All right. I have the coming Vecna.
Yeah.
Episode. Yeah. Is it gonna show me? Yeah. Just a couple of it. So like prosthetic on it. That looks great. Holy shit.
Really interesting to play a villain in one of these things, wouldn't it? Just the way that they transform you. All the kind of stuff they have to do to like make you into this evil monster.
Well, technically Vecna is the first monster that's of like intelligence. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like because everything else is almost a creature, feral. So we have the Demigorgon from the first one.
And
we get the Mind Flare. But Vecna's the first one to have like a humanoid look to them almost.
Yeah,
for reasons.
Yeah.
You'll find out, Toonie. You'll find out. But yeah, this is great. I love it, and this is a full bodysuit too. On top of it, I think it's fantastic character design. He looks like a D&D villain.
Does his design actually match the way they described him in the D&D game?
The way Sketch, you're muted. Let me pull up a picture of Vecna.
Sorry,
in D&D.
I forgot. I was trying to find the time lapse of him in the chair as they put all the makeup on him. But no, it does match up with how it is with like the left hand missing. In this case, it's malformed, and then the eyes are. Before, when he walks straight towards the camera, you can see his eyes are like destroyed.
Yeah,
this is D&D Vecna. One interpretation, but it's always something similar to this.
Yeah, it's because I just remember Eddie's description of him is like his left hand is missing, and he pulls down his hood to reveal a missing eye, and they're like, "Oh shit, it's Vecna."
Vecna's hand plays a big role in D&D lore, like his left hand. So it's very interesting. The Duffer Brothers definitely did their research on this. But
there was, we glossed over it. I had it in my notes, but back in the Hellfire club scene, Eddie refers to the enemies that they're going to be fighting at the table, the Cult of Vecna, and now I'm wondering, you think that's going to become something in season 5?
Yeah, where people start worshiping him, they have an actual cult. Yeah, do you know?
Are they gonna make like a pseudo like Cult of Vecna, just like people who like believe he's like the Antichrist or whatever coming up to rain judgment down?
It's in the Satanic Panic, isn't it? So yeah. Does anybody know anything about Warhammer? Because I don't know lots about it, but I think I've heard something about a like a chaos force or something like that. I don't know. It's like some kind of power that orcs are supposed to have, where there's like some kind of force in the universe where they can literally change reality with willpower. But orcs don't have a lot of willpower, so they don't actually know how to use that power very often. They don't know that they have that power. But it's like, yeah, they can actually like influence reality with their thoughts. So I'm wondering are they going to do a similar thing with Stranger Things? Like the reason why all these monsters and demonic entities always seem to match up with something in D&D is because after the first season, something has attached themselves to the Scooby Gang, for lack of a better word, and it keeps manifesting into all these D&D-esque monsters.
My husband had a theory similar to what you're talking about, Toonie, that they're going to end this season with them just waking up playing a D&D game.
Oh no! Oh no!
And Eddie's been the DM the whole time. Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
If that trope of it was all just a dream never ever gets used again in the history of ever, it would be too soon. Like that trope is that's probably got to be the worst TV series trope that's ever been invented, and it's been used far too many times to just cover up lazy writing. Like,
how pissed would everybody be? How pissed would you be?
I would punch us. I'd punch a TV.
I mean, I don't know if you're. Do you mean like how pissed would the fan base be, or us personally?
You like if you.
I'd
put all this work into this. Yeah.
Look,
I would be horrified. I would literally go find the Duffer Brothers and beat them to a bloody pulp in the streets. Like,
look,
at once, I would beat one of them and make the other one watch while I beat him, and be like, "You're getting it next."
You're gonna pull an Erica.
Yes.
Nadia, I found the clip. This is top tier.
I have it. I don't know why it won't let me open it. It's bigger. Yeah. But hold on. I got it. Don't worry. All right, here we go.
Check this out too. This is quality. This is how you do hair and makeup and sell CG.
That's Vecna. Look, does it make go on?
All the man, it makes me. I miss special effects. I really do.
Does it make me chaotic evil that I do kind of want them to pull that reveal just to see the absolute carnage it would cause online? Like, I just want to witness it all. Does it make me chaotic evil that I want to see them do that?
This is the coloring is great. The texture of it looks great. I hear you, Toonie. Yeah.
I would. There is a horrible part of me that would be interested to see how horribly it would go down.
Well, you know what happens when a premiere series, one that's beloved by a huge fan base that's gone on for 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever amount of seasons, when it goes off the rails at the end and doesn't stick the landing, there's no real huge disaster, so to speak, but what happens is it's forever tainted and no one no legacy anymore. So like Game of Thrones, didn't stick the landing so badly that people like you won't get there's not a new group of people that are going to be like, hey, you know what you should watch? It's, like the other night we were having a discussion and someone just randomly mentioned Justified. And it was like, it went through the whole panel was like, oh yeah, great show. Yeah, you got to watch that. Great show, Justified. But when it's, when Game of Thrones gets mentioned, people are like, oh no. Or Lost. They're like, oh no, steer clear
Dexter.
of that. So, or Dexter, I'm not sure, but I've never seen Dexter, so I don't want to speak intelligently of it, but I think that probably would fit into that from what I've heard.
Dexter after season 4 downhill completely, and there's like 7 seasons, 8 seasons. Sorry,
and it's not the heartache of a show being canceled, because you would still have people, and I know not you, Nadia, but you still have people in general be like, oh, Firefly canceled way too soon. Go ahead and watch it anyway. It's great. Yeah, definitely watch it so we can discuss it. It's amazing. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be a show that's, like 100% did great. Sopranos is another example where it just pissed off the fan base so much that people are just it rattles off into obscurity, where people are just like, nah. But I mean, I've never heard anyone say, ooh, don't watch Justified. It's dumb. I've never
seen Justified. I tried to watch the first episode. I couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I just couldn't. It didn't hook me. Maybe I need to go back, because it's the same thing happened with me with Breaking Bad.
Justified is the kind of show that it hooks you in the first 5 minutes of the show.
Couldn't do it. I don't know why. But Breaking
Really?
Bad had that same problem with me. I had to restart Breaking Bad like 3 times before I pushed through and finally got into it. Same thing with The Wire. The Wire is really well written, really great. It drops you into the world. It doesn't really kind of build it up for you. You have to kind of just figure it out as you go, and you got to pay attention. But it took me a couple of tries to get into it. Sopranos is great. I watched it for the first time a year or two ago. My sister's currently watching it for the first time, and I had to keep my mouth shut about the ending because I didn't want to ruin it to her, because I ruined Last of Us for her. So
see the show that I always go to, and I think about like flying off the rails at the end and always being remembered for questionable stuff at the end was Attack on Titan, for all the anime watchers out there.
What an overrated series. Sorry.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
What an overrated that and Death Note. I'm gonna get hate mail for this, but those are 2 of the most overrated animes I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Nadia, nowadays all you ever hear about Attack on Titan is that those final 4 seasons that were all just one season.
Yeah. I am anytime somebody goes, listen, here's my top 5 anime, and if Attack on Titan or Death Note is on the list, I'm like, I'm out.
Opinion disregarded.
Yes,
So
disregarded.
It's where there are more stages to that final season than there are Super Saiyan forms in Dragon Ball Z. Like, I swear there's like more parts to that final season.
No, they straight up, like, they have the final season part 2. The what did they call it? Well, because there's the final season, which is season 4. That's split into 2. Then there's 2 movies that are both called like the final season. It's literally like 4 different things called the final season. It's literally just the final season, part 2, finally ending for real.
I'll tell you, I'm happy in my little corner with Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen and Solo Leveling, and I'm happy in my little corner.
Yeah, well, Demon Slayer is supposed to be ending now. They're gonna wrap it up with 3 movies.
Yes, the next movie is supposed to be hitting in September. I'll be buying tickets to go see it because Chris and I love that anime. I don't know when Jujutsu Kaisen is going to come back because they had a lot of issues with the animation because they weren't paying their animators. So there's
just
like
Japan things.
There's a part of which actually kind of fits. There's fight scenes in the last season that aren't fully finished. It's just the rough sketch. But it kind of works for the concept of Jujutsu Kaisen if you've ever seen it. So, but yeah, back to Stranger Things. Chrissy gets cracked in half. Yay! Ooh, that's gotta hurt. You're not coming back from that.
Wet squelch.
Sledge.
Thank you.
Well,
or the leg. Oh,
that's never. Yep.
Oh,
Creature groaning.
And Vecna, it looks slimy.
Absolutely disgustingly horrific. I love it.
Yep. Well, I mean, Hopper survived atomization, so
you don't know that. You don't know that yet. You don't even know anything, Toonie. This is as far as you know.
I've seen the trailer. I know everything.
Well, listen, if you'd only watched this episode and nothing else, you still would have seen the trailer. You saw him in the damn trailer.
Yeah. Even if I didn't see the trailer and I'd only just seen this episode, it's season 3, the stinger at the end. Like it was, and also Hopper. Even if we didn't see that, it's Hopper. Remember what I was saying before? It doesn't matter if you see the body or you don't. It doesn't matter if they like the character and they just say that they want him back. They'll bring him back. They'll just make up some sci-fi bullshit. Bless you. They'll just make up some sci-fi bullshit to say, "Oh, he's alive." It does not. The death means nothing.
You don't know yet, Toonie. All right. Okay.
For all you know, that message that Joyce found was fake.
I'll tell you what, they were able to ramp this death scene up because we've already seen some stuff like Bob getting eaten by the demi-dogs was pretty horrific, but I mean this is fucking brutal, man. He just tortures the shit out. I mean, it's the way he talks is like he's gonna give her like a peaceful death and like Thanos zap her out of existence, but instead just tortures the shit out of her.
Look at the hand.
Yep.
Look at the hand.
Yeah.
Says,
Right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
It says he's gonna end her suffering or something like that. It's like, oh no, yeah, you're ending her suffering.
He should have been like, I'm gonna end your suffering eventually. And,
Maybe
and
then there goes, and then splat.
I like the you know what? I'm not usually pro CGI blood, but in this instance, it works. Yep.
What did that caption say? Wet squelching.
Wet squelch. Yeah.
Wet squelch.
That what? Okay. Well, we're here. Toxic. Is that the same slide for trivia? The same
Yes,
one?
ma'am. It is. Yes.
Okay. Let's hold on. Let me get nope. Wait, nope. Nope.
There we go.
Okay. When Dustin says,
right.
never tell me the odds before he rolls the dice, it is a homage to Han Solo in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back.
He rolled a miss.
The song Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush received a resurgence in popularity following its use in this episode, and later ones in this season reaching #1 on iTunes in the US on May 29th, 2022, 2 days after the season premiered on Netflix. Pretty quick. There's my girl. Giving my girl all the shout outs, so just made sure I had her. I still had the pictures of her from when I made the Walk 'em Down Wheeler stream, so I just threw him in there on the slide, so just forgive me. Joseph Quinn's first role as an American character. He had to learn an American accent specifically to play role of Eddie Munson. What do you guys think? I think he did a pretty good job. Toonie.
Yeah. Toonie, I'd be more curious to your opinion on this because he's British.
Toonie, why are you British guys so much better at doing American accents than we are at doing British accents? Why is that?
Do you know I don't have an answer to that question? I guess it's just because we're better. I don't know. I'm kidding. No,
I like to point to a war that happened that doesn't make better. But
Mods throw his tea back in the bay.
Yeah.
I guess just accent wise, I guess one of them's easier to impersonate. I guess I don't
Can
know.
you do an American accent?
Well, apparently I already do. This is what I always get told. Like, my normal speaking voice always gets interpreted as American. I don't know. Like, is this one?
No.
I will say you're easier to understand. Like, I can understand you fluently. My one of my friends, her husband's from Birmingham, or like a town outside of it, and he's so hard to understand.
Yeah, you guys in the UK who live in those regional sections.
Yeah.
Like for instance, Northern English Bastard is from Hull, and I guess that's sort of regional. When we used to stream together, we first started streaming together in 2022. I remember really putting it to him, and that I would be like, dude, I don't understand what you're saying. Please clear the peanut butter out of your mouth. I cannot understand you at all, dude. Like, your accent is horrible. But now, it's one of those things now that, I kind of get with now. Yours is a bit on the posh side where, you enunciate very clearly and,
Well, that's all it is. It's just, I don't like my words to be misheard. So I make sure that I speak clearly if I can.
I would love to see you anger because I wonder if you're angry, if you're like spewing off, if it gets just too thick of an accent that you're just like, we can't understand you. Somebody piss off Toonie, please.
Play a rage game.
Yes.
A rage game. All right. Look, I play Kingdom Come Deliverance enough as it is. I don't need another rage game.
Fair enough. David Harbour said he shaved his head to avoid resemblance with his character from Black Widow, who also spends time in a Russian prison.
You just gave Toonie a spoiler.
Oops.
This is the trivia for this episode in particular. I cannot help that. As the first episode of season 4 contained a mass murder of children in the Hawkins Lab, and the entire season dropped days after a mass murder at a school in Uvalde, Texas, Netflix included a warning at the beginning of this episode informing the viewer that this was produced well before the horrific real-life tragedy. So, fair enough. There's my girl. This is the first episode not to feature Jim Hopper. Okay. The Duffer Brothers expressed regret at having killed Chrissy off when they realized the chemistry between Grace Van Dien and Joseph Quinn. I assume Grace Van Dien is Chrissy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the pick of the litter there. There was a bunch more, but it was all just generic stuff, basic. Oh, there's one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. There's one that I found out after the fact, that there's a phone number in here somewheres.
Oh no.
I did earlier put it in the chat. I don't know if you want me to call it. It's the thing that Gina uses. I don't know who Gina is. So that was interesting,
Gina.
but it still works.
I'm looking for it. I saw your comment about it a while back. Are you calling it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, Toonie. Oh, you were talking about that reaction pace. You're right, Toonie. You're absolutely right. That is the pace Dustin's making. I've never known what to call that GIF.
Yeah, let's call it like shocked reaction.
Oh, it's
face.
modem dial-up. Interesting.
Yeah. I always
I know
think that's cool when they use phone numbers and stuff. So
What if you play it
was it
backwards? You hear like
was it season 2 or 3 that you could call Murray?
3.
3? Okay.
I think it was 3, right?
Yeah.
No, it was Murray,
Yellow
wasn't it?
Jackets.
Wasn't it?
Yellow Jackets gets a lot of mileage out of phone stuff on their show. There's lots of little hidden phone numbers and Easter eggs in each season that you can call. And there's one, I think they regret doing it, which is weird that it's still live from 2022 that actually gives away the ending of what they're going to do with the show, which is weird that that's still up to this day, where Adult Lottie is a voicemail thing. You can call that cult that she had, the Sunshine House or whatever the hell it was, and they actually give away the ending of how they're going to wrap the show up, which I thought was weird that they still have not taken that down. So I don't really share it around because I don't want to spoil how the show's going to end, but it's pretty much as I predicted. So, or it could be a misleading thing or whatever. I mean, who knows?
A big bait and switch.
I feel like it would be more of a misleading thing because I don't think they would purposely put something out there that would spoil the show before, because they're trying to go for, I think, 4 seasons or 5.
Very few people take those baits and like call those numbers, and like that was a big thing in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
If they had a number somewhere where you could call and it would be cool. But now people don't really do stuff like that unless it's like a text thing that you could text. There are very few people I know would actually do that. But I'm always big. If I see it and there's a phone number to call, I'm going to call it.
Well, you're also of the generation that picks up the phone. Gen Zs don't.
Facts.
Millennials don't either. We don't even pick up the phone either. We get anxiety over it.
True.
What do you mean pick up the phone? Like, does your phone do something? I thought you had to like type words into it and all that, right? Like that's what you do with them.
Toonie, what's your final thoughts on the episode?
Really enjoyed it. So it's got to be a steak task. Wait, hang on. Sorry, wrong stream.
Good for you. Good for you.
Sorry, where was that? Yeah, so it's a great opener to season 4. I've been told that season 4 is the best, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the next 7, 8, 10 episodes have. I'm not quite sure.
9.
But yeah, it's a big shame that Chrissy's died off of the first episode, but we're just gonna have to. Eddie's just gonna have to carry the show from now on. It's just you know what. I think he's up to the challenge. Yep. R.I.P. Chrissy, but I'm sure Eddie has it in him to carry the show from now on.
Toxic.
Yeah, great season opener. Sometimes it's a thankless job to, the season opener. A lot of people, if you've been waiting for the show to premiere again, it kind of already has that built-in, audience. But the show in and of itself has to also deliver. It has to, clean up the mess of the previous season and then reestablish the plot. And I don't know who said course correction on this panel, but
I think it was Zach's. Yeah,
course correct it does quite well. It's got some problems, but I mean the problems are very small nitpicks. I think this is incredible season. I binged it all in one go and was blown away by it. As far as where it's going with the characters, I could do with a few less characters. I wish they'd have, like, you know, Jonathan went off to college and we never saw him again, or something, you know, like it's got way too many characters that are way too spread out. But I mean, they kind of always do that, don't they? I don't really care about the D&D thing, but it's not something that chafes me in such a way that I'm just like, ugh, God, this is so dumb. I don't care. It doesn't, I don't swing one way or another over it. I think Joseph Quinn playing Eddie is a great character. He's very endearing, and you know, the horrific death of Chrissy, who we come to like and look out for. I think that was a good, bold choice. Seeing the trivia that they regretted it seems weird to me, because it would have kind of, I get that maybe they had some chemistry, but at the same time, it would have undercut a lot of certain people's motivations to do things that they do at the end of this season. So that's a weird thing, but yeah, I was quite blown. I think it's probably, except for season 1, episode 1, I think it's the strongest season 1 opener in the series thus far. So make of that what you will.
I rolled my eyes because I was expecting you to say Eddie wasn't coming back.
No, all I'll say is I know we joke about yeah, it's dead sad that Chrissy isn't coming back. They shouldn't have killed her off. She should have been around for more episodes. Like, yeah, it's great joking about all that kind of stuff. But in terms of regretting killing her off in the first episode, like killing her off, like us liking her in the first episode is why her death works. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you know, you can't just keep the characters that people like alive. That's why their deaths mean something. It's because you've been made to like the character. It's like, yeah, so you can't just pick and choose which characters die based on who likes them. Do you know what I mean? Because then you just then we get into the situation where Hopper gets literally turned to atoms and comes back in the next season. Anyway,
but I just want to point out, we see Chrissy's body.
There's nothing.
Well, you are dying on that hill, aren't you?
We're gonna be fighting this one
until you're gonna just die on that hill. Hey, boss, I'm sorry.
I know,
guys,
you gotta go. No worries.
I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Sketch. Final thoughts.
Yeah, I'll just piggyback off of what Toxic is saying, and I'll actually say the decision to not rewrite everything because you realize, shit, we got 2 actors who have great chemistry together, and to just stick to your guns as you wrote it. That's respectable to be like, no, we already wrote it like this way. We locked it in. We're staying the course, and it worked for them. Okay, so kudos to the Duffer Brothers. This whole season, it seems like they really took a lot of the feedback, especially from season 2 and 3, to heart, and said, okay, we're not fucking around anymore.
Before I go, Toxic, if you're still there, do you want to plug what you got going on next before you dip? Or you dipped?
I dipped.
He dipped. Okay.
Oh well.
Rip. He's still here though.
He just left himself.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh no, he's gone. All right.
I'll plug it for him. Every Sunday, Toxic is doing a retro rewatch of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. His channel will be linked in the description below, so please go check that out. Toonie joins him. I don't know if you're joining him this Sunday, but normally Toonie's on with him, and I don't know what
Sunday will be. Yeah.
Do you know what episode you guys are covering?
It is episodes, I think, 3 and 4 of season 3, which is Toxic's favorite season, minus season 5 that I look forward to.
Okay. Yeah. As for my final thoughts, I think this is one of the best seasons of the series. It's on par with me with season 1, just like Dexter season 4 is the best of the season, the Trinity Killer. I like that they are returned to form with the horror aspect of season 1, because I think a lot of people forget that there's way more horror themes within season 1 and then it kind of gets a little bit lighthearted with season 2 and 3, a little bit more sci-fi fantasy aspect. So I like the return to form. I think Eddie's one of my favorite characters. I do like him a lot. I think the Duffer Brothers I think it was read that they were very surprised how much the fan base really enjoyed Eddie. I like that we see Vecna also right off the bat. We know who the bad guy is, and he looks great as a character design, a creature design. Fantastic. Seeing that in real life would give me nightmares. So yeah.
But how would he give you nightmares? How would he give you nightmares if you have to have nightmares to see him?
Yeah. What are you implying, Toonie?
Toonie, you know what a sleep paralysis demon is?
I do.
There you go.
Can't wait to be back for episode 2 next week, where Jonathan Shirley contributes to the plot. Alex, I like you. Yeah, I'm with Toxic though. It would be nice if they kind of maybe let some of the characters go, right? And maybe then bring them back for season 5. Like, yeah, let Jonathan go off to college and then he makes an appearance in season 5 or something to that aspect. But there's a lot to juggle here, but I think they pull it off. I think they learned their lesson with season 2 and 3, like Sketch was saying, and are able to balance the individual groups a lot better. And I also like, there are some episodes throughout this season, you'll notice that even though they do go sometimes back and forth, majority of the time of the episode is only focused on one group at during that time too. So I like that as well. So with that being said, Toonie, what do you got going on next?
I don't know. I feel like I might even stream Sekiro or something pretty soon after this stream, to be perfectly honest, before I get set up for work today. I don't know. I feel that seemed like a good idea. I'm probably gonna go get some breakfast after the stream, to be honest. I've still got some videos that I need to edit through. I've just started. I'm trying to get into some more emulator games. So I've got the PS2 game of Nightmare Before Christmas. That I played as a kid. I've gone back into that, but I've not got the videos out yet. I've just got them recorded. So that's the kind of stuff. I've got Phasmophobia on with my friend Sir Harold and Raft as well. We'll start a series on that, and we're continuing Robocop Rogue City as well.
Very cool. And everybody will be linked in the description below. Please go follow everybody on the panel. They're awesome content creators as well. Sketch, what do you have going on next?
Yeah, I'm still in the middle of my James Gunn DC style reboot of my project pipeline. So the first one's going to be getting off the ground coming this week. Hopefully I can have something to show for it in the next coming months. I'd like to have something to be ready by the beginning of August.
I realized I muted myself. Very cool. As for myself, members, you got a link this morning. If you're a member of the channel, we have our members watch party tomorrow, which will be Barbarian at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then back on Tuesday for Final Girls, where I have other female horror content creators joining me. We talk about what we watched in the month of July, what we're looking forward to in August. And then Millennial Horror tier stream on Wednesday, where I have a bunch of people joining me. We're going to be tier listing horror movies that are impactful to millennials. So we got Scream, Urban Legend, Idle Hands, a lot of that fun stuff. Thursday, we are back with episode 4 of The Institute, and then we're back here Friday, as always, 9 p.m. Eastern, Stranger Things episode 2 of season 4. So join us then. If you are a fan of Stranger Things, chat, you've been great. Alex, everybody in there, dropping stuff great. Share it with your fellow Stranger Things friends. Tell them to join us next Friday. I almost said Saturday. I'm tired. Until next time, though, I hope you all have a great, fantastic night, and Vecna does not visit you in your dreams. So, as always, stay spooky, y'all. Bye!